guys. Oh, hey guys. Hey, Soul Assassin. Hey, Joshua Tika. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Christy. If you're still here, thank you guys so much for showing up. This feels weird. It's been a long time, as you know. I am so nervous. I'm always nervous to do anything on YouTube. I'm still not over that. But here I am. Here we are. Introverts Unite Separately. I thought that that was the perfect title for today's live stream just because I've been feeling, oops, oh my gosh, what an idiot. I'm sorry, I had my phone on so I could see comments. I thought that was the perfect title though because I'm feeling extra introverted lately. So I hope a lot of you guys can appreciate that. Anyway, let me get back to some of you guys in the comments here. Hi, Amit. Oh, thank you, Joshua Tika. I appreciate that, my taco cat friend. I do appreciate that. Hi, Zach, Greg. Hi, Samuel G. Hi, King of Ruckus. Hello, everybody. Everybody say hello to each other in the chat. We are all friends here. I'm sure a lot of us are fellow introverts, just like me. That's why we're on YouTube on a Friday night instead of out and about partying and having ragers with strangers. So yeah. Anyway. I hope you're all doing well. I feel really weird right now because I've been keeping to myself a lot lately. As a lot of you, I'm sure, know, I am an introvert and I've been through a bit of a rough patch recently in my life. And I've missed you guys because I really do consider you my friends. So it's really special to be back. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jennifer G. Hi, Jeremy Smurf. Hi, Jedi Living. Oh, good to see you here, Jedi Living. Hi, Mr. Dirapesh. Hi, Jason Ross. Jason Ross, you remembered that my tomboy name is indeed Patrick. How did you remember? Soul Assassin, hello. Thank you, Janet, for welcoming me back. Hi, Phil TMNT. Oh, thank you. That means a lot that you say you missed me because I have truly missed you guys, and oh my gosh, thank you, the DX Brother 13. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much for your super chat. That is so sweet, and thank you, Bill W. You guys are so generous and so sweet. Thank you. That's beautiful. Hi, Scott Carnell. Thank you. Yes, I want to give all of you guys a virtual hug because if any, I know a lot of you guys do know this about me, but I am quite introverted. And if any of you guys can relate to being an introvert, I'm sure you can also relate to sometimes when we're not going through the best of times in life, we tend to withdraw to ourselves even more. And it's kind of that introversion is exacerbated when we're going through times of turmoil or strife in life. So yeah, I've not only taken kind of a step back from live streaming and making videos, I've just taken a step back in a lot of regards. I've been going through some stuff, but I've missed you guys a lot, and I feel like I'm being really repetitive, so I'm gonna stop doing that. Okay. Hi, Joel. Yes, introverts unite. Hi, Verbose 1127. Hi, Luffy is God. Thank you. I'm glad you like the tagline. Yes. Because I really do feel like there is a true camaraderie between introverts. Whenever I meet someone else that I can tell is introverted, I feel this automatic sense of kinship because I think we kind of feel things on the same level. We feel things, I think oftentimes introverts feel things very deeply, but we're not quite as expressive and obviously as extroverted as true extroverts are. And we tend to keep a lot of those feelings to ourselves, and it can feel isolating at times. So it's always nice to find other introverts where we can have that sense of camaraderie, but also maintain our individualism. Oh my gosh, Jason Ross, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, fellow introvert. Yes, hands for the fellow introvert. Thank you again, Bill W. Bill W., I hope you go ahead and ask me a question or something if you want, along with your super chat, if anybody wants to ask me a question about anything, because I honestly have been out of the game so long, I really barely know how to speak at this point. Drunk 3PO, hey Jay, what's up? Joshua Tiga, hi Narkle Darborbo. Thank you, Joel. That's so sweet. You're always so kind. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with comments as usual, but I'm also really nervous. So it's a strange combination. Hi, Yakosai. My holiday was rough. It was rough. It was unexpectedly, unpredictably, for me, was a little bit rocky. So finally feeling slightly human again. So that's good, but we'll see. Samuel G, I have not seen The Witcher. I've been hearing, I haven't actually really been hearing much of anything because I haven't been paying attention to much of anything. I've been out of the loop as far as entertainment and new shows and films go. Unfortunately, I can't wait to get back into it, but I've seen a few little things here and there. Aesthetically, it looks really cool. And I like Henry Cavill, whatever his name is. I think he's cool. Thank you, Review It. Bill W. What if I'm an introvert wrapped up in extrovert wrapping paper? I think that's actually a very common feeling that introverts might experience. Is a lot of the times when I tell people I'm an introvert, they're actually kind of shocked and surprised or taken aback because I think I present myself in a way where I'm relatively charismatic in person. Not charismatic necessarily in person, but bubbly and very engaged. I really love feeling like I'm getting to know someone when I'm in someone's presence. So I think people sometimes, especially extroverts, misconstrue that, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're introverted." I would assume you were an extrovert, but I think I'm sure a lot of you guys might be able to relate to this. Is sometimes we're able to put our best foot forward socially, but then we get tired out or drained in social interactions, especially if it's to do with small talk or chit chat or people that just really we don't have a lot in common with, or people that tend to like go on their own diatribes about whatever the heck is going on in their life, but they don't really have that back and forth listening ability. Hi, Will Gentry. You're an odd mix of an introvert and extrovert. So you're an ambivert. Ambiverts are my favorite. That is, I strive to be more ambiverted because I truly feel that you guys oftentimes the ambiverts that I've met have the healthiest approach because they're not so extroverted to the point that they're constantly overextending themselves and they can't enjoy solitude and the serenity that comes with enjoying one's own company, but they also know that it's important to have social connections and deep personal relationships. And I sometimes, like my mom, for example, is an ambivert. She's a little bit between being extroverted and introverted. And I truly feel like she has such a healthy outlook on relationships and communication. And I just wish I could be more ambiverted, but I think I'm a true introvert. There's no way I'm in between. I can't figure out this. Oh, there I go. I wanted to see the rest of your comment. Okay, Will Gentry. You want to spend time alone, but also really enjoy the company of others in an extroverted way when you're out. That is awesome. I'm envious. I do enjoy the company of others, especially if I have something in common with them, and especially if they're a genuine person where you feel like they're actually present and they're in the same space as you. Because there are a lot of people that I meet where it's just like they have this rehearsed set of behaviors and communication patterns and talking points where they don't care who you are and they don't care who they're talking to. They just want to get out their ideas, and they're basically just throwing a ball against the wall and letting it bounce back to them because they haven't actually, I don't know, internalized a lot of those things where, yeah, anyway, I forget what I'm talking about because I'm so nervous. Anyway, Still Wind 87. Thank you for the welcome back. Scott Carnell says Witches was kick ass. I haven't seen Witches. I think Witches. I've seen Witches. I haven't seen Witcher. I'm assuming you're talking about Witcher. Joshua Tika is also an introvert extrovert mix. You lucky person. Thank you, Christy. Guys, if any of you haven't already, I'm going to highlight her comment. This is according to Christy, otherwise known as Christy, and she herself has a YouTube channel which she's recently been doing. I don't think I've been able to catch any yet, No, I haven't been able to. I know I haven't been able to. She's been doing streams and some other content. She's really fun, really sweet, genuine, which is obviously one of my favorite character traits in a human being. And I really recommend her channel. She loves Star Wars. She loves a lot of other things. She's really cool, smart, sweet, and she has a lot of cool stuff to say. So go. She's telling you guys to check out my channel, but you guys go check out her channel. Hi, Ian Giovanni. If I remember, your username used to be different. Oh wait, no, it didn't. No, I'm mixing up with someone else. See, if you guys tell how nervous I am, oh my gosh, I feel like such an alien right now. I really feel like an alien. I need to slow down. I need to slow down. I'm so nervous. I need to zen. I need to breathe. I'm sorry. Okay, let's slow down. Amit, what are my thoughts on The Mandalorian? I'm still only up to, I believe, episode 4. And I was just starting to really enjoy it thoroughly. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's a masterpiece. I don't think it's mind-blowing, but I enjoy that it feels as though it takes place within the Star Wars universe that I know and love, which is the classic Star Wars universe. We get to explore planets. We get to explore characters and different species. And that's my favorite part of Star Wars. So I enjoy that aspect. I was a little nitpicky in the beginning, particularly with the score. But I grew more accustomed to it as the episodes went on. But then, of course, life happened, and I still need to catch up on the last episodes in the series because I only got it to episode 4. But I have heard that other people seem to enjoy it relatively. So that's good. Hi, Rosetta Alien, or Alan, sorry. I was just calling myself an alien. So hi, Rosetta. Most nerds are introverts. Yes, we unite in our social discomforts. Thank you, Rosetta. And Rosetta also has another channel. Rosetta, I still need to subscribe to you. I've seen you before, obviously. I've seen you around, and I need to subscribe to your channel. But you guys, Rosetta also has a YouTube channel here, so you guys should check her out too. She's very cool, and I appreciate the fellow nerd understanding of being introverted. I appreciate that. Thank you. Joel says, not ashamed of being an introvert. You have your extrovert moments when knowing and talking to the right people. Exactly, Joel. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I know I'm time traveling back to like even my computer's like new comments are down below because I've been so slow. Okay. Wow. I missed a lot. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. The XD brother, the DX, sorry, no, I have not seen the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. But I saw a lot of obviously their original stuff, Clerks and what was the movie? Dogma. Oh my gosh, I almost called it Dharma. Rosetta Allen, you're out of this world now. Awesome. Yes, aliens are cool too. And I often feel very alien when it comes to interacting with other humans. So who can relate to that? Hi, Lord Arnold. Lord Arnold is here. Joshua Tika says, Rosetta Alien. That's an awesome name. That is a cool name. Someone should make an alternative account for Rosetta Alien and make like little alien antennas on her picture. That would be really cute. Make her green. Hi, Elijah. Oh, you're sweet. You're too kind. I'm okay. I'm feeling a lot better, albeit nervous, but a lot better to be talking to you guys again. Lots been going on. Hopefully I'll be able to like get calm and a little bit more serene to actually talk about some of the stuff that's been going on. Nothing too crazy or earth-shattering, just some of that. I think my overall problem is just existential dread at this point, but I've been dealing with that since I was very little. So that's just something that comes with the territory of being me. And I think a lot of introverts probably feel that way. I'm sure extroverts do too, but I feel like extroverts are able to take some of that existential angst and funnel it through their interactions and their relationships, where I feel like as an introvert, I know I keep everything very internal, and I have a very hard time talking to people, which is why this is nerve-wracking for me. Although I do view you guys as my friends, it's like, I have this mentality that's kind of shaped who I am as a person, where I feel like I'm a burden on others, especially if I'm sharing my thoughts and feelings on things. So that's something that unexpectedly YouTube has kind of helped me work on in a weird way and realize about myself. So hey, that's a good thing, right? Hi, Justin Proper. It's good to see you, Justin. What's up, man? Okay, I'm sorry. I want to keep up with, I've missed comments. Every time I talk, I miss comments, and I don't want to do that. Hi, Benzo. Hi, KA. Hi, Ben from Gulf City. Scott Carnell says Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's pretty cute. Joshua Riddle. We are all introverts here. That's why we all relate to each other. I agree. I agree. Convol. Jeremy, want to come in? Jeremy sweats nervously. The chat was talking about you. What? I don't know what that means. Joel, I have not watched the Clone Wars Season 7 trailer because I've bought the entire series of the Clone Wars because Jeremy convinced me, and he actually bought it for me essentially. And I'm still on season 1 because I just haven't had the time, honestly, or the mental. When I watch something, I want to make sure I'm totally focused on it. So I want to make sure that I'm in the right headspace with the right attention span to put all my effort. So I still need to get through all of the Clone Wars, and I don't want to see any spoilers in the trailer. But thank you for reminding me, Joel, because I really need to keep watching. Ian Giovanni, I love that. Feng shui my neural links. Yes, I need to feng shui my neural links. Indeed, I've actually been. I don't know. Let me know if any of you guys do this. This is a really cool book. Let me know if any of you guys know what Watts is. I'm sure a lot of you do. Very, very cool human being. I've been reading this book for like 3 years, over and over and over again. And I love books. I love reading. And I'm constantly, I don't know if any of you guys do this, but I have like a Rolodex of books that I go through. Like right now, I'm probably going through about 6 books. And depending on what kind of mood and attention span I have, I'll read through those. But a lot of them are books I've read before. Because sometimes I feel like getting a new book, reading a new book is taking a gamble because I don't know whether it's going to resonate with me. And I'm not sure whether what's being said by the storyteller author is necessarily going to give me the same value. That's, even if it's new, sometimes I find that realizing something over and over again can be more powerful than simply obtaining new information that's kind of, well, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I highly recommend this book. I've been reading it. I've kept it here because I was thinking of actually reading some excerpts from it, depending on how the chat goes. But I'm assuming I'm probably going to be too nervous and all over the place to even get there. Gen X asks, why existential dread? That is a long, windy tale. Hi, Jordan Dowse. Joshua Tika says the neural links connect from the brain and spinal cord, Jedi Bunny. Yes, and thank you, Bill W. again. Oh my gosh, Bill W. just keeps making it rain with these $2 super chats. Thank you, Bill. You were very generous. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hi, Peter Colabucci. I'm doing pretty well. I'm better now that I'm here seeing you guys. I'm much better. It's been what? I don't know. Has it been a month? I think it's been at least a month since I've been on YouTube. I haven't even been really watching. I've watched a few videos here and there. I've gone to a few people's live streams here and there, but I'm more lurking at this point because I feel like I've withdrawn into my shell again. So yeah, it's been a while, but it's good to be back. Lurking, exactly, Jay, lurking. I know how that is. I'm lurking and lurking constantly. Oh, Star Wars Elseworlds, you're a late 90s baby. Aw, late 90s baby. Hi, Keck44. I'm glad you made it here. Joshua Riddle, I have not seen The Witcher yet. Do you recommend it? Who here recommends The Witcher? Let me know. Because it looks cool. Like visually, it looks really cool. But so do a lot of things. And it's like the new cool thing. Joshua Riddle, you like it. Okay. Hey, Snobby Acorn. Oh, it's good to see you again. Long time no see. Well, Jay says Witcher equals nude women. Okay, so, all right. Dwight Grant, Witcher's fine. It has time jumps. Interesting. Rosetta, gotta go. Okay, Rosetta, I will see you later. Everybody be sure to check out Rosetta's channel too. Thank you so much for stopping by, Rosetta, and I hope to see you again soon. Luffy recommends it. Luffy is God recommends it. Better on the second watching. Okay, good to know. Will agrees that there's a lot of nudity in it. Okay. Joel hasn't seen it yet either. All right. Well, we'll see. Thank you, Snobby Acorn. It's good to see you again too. I've missed a lot of you. Gen X, yes, she's going back to the mothership. So anyway, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can talk about why. Well, maybe I'll start with. Hi, Happy Dinosaur 8000. I love your screen name. I love your screen name. That's awesome. Okay, so let me see. Let's see. Someone asked earlier why the existential dread that I have. And to be fair, I think a lot of people experience existential anxiety in one way or another, and it just kind of expresses itself differently in our lives depending on our personality and our behavioral patterns and how we communicate with others and how we reflect on ourselves. So for me, I've always struggled with existential anxiety. I think since I was really, really little, I've always kind of wondered, what does everything mean and why are we here? Da, 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 da. And, and more in like a philosophical way, I think, than a religious way. Not saying that when I was 4, I was like looking into philosophy or anything, but just that I was struggling with those feelings and trying to grapple with the meaning of things. Oh, Stillwind 87, thank you so much. Thank you, Stillwind. That's so sweet. But yeah, to stay on track. Okay. Thank you, Stillwind. That's really sweet. And thank you to everyone who's ever given me a super chat. It's so generous of you, and it makes me feel like I already feel so much love and acceptance and support from you guys. So I just hope you all realize how much you mean to me. So anyway, but okay, let me get back to what I was talking about, because I want to address this with you guys, because I do feel like a lot of you can relate or understand, and maybe even have some, I don't know, advice for me. But the existential anxiety, I guess, overall that I feel is, I think a lot of it is just in how I relate to the world at large and how I relate to my own life. And probably a lot to do with how I relate to people. And it's so hard to explain because I live it, and I think it's I really do believe, and I know I've said this before, but I really do believe a lot of people experience that. But I think when you're more introverted, especially the way I am, where I tend to withdraw when things do get stressful and more complex in my life, and I do have to deal with stressors that are kind of above average in terms of my typical stressors, like day-to-day, me stress or me anxiety. It's like when it's outside my control, it makes me face myself in a way that's often really overwhelming and sometimes even horrifying, if that makes sense. I'm gonna leave it there for now, and hopefully as the stream goes on and I get more comfortable, I'll be able to explain more, but maybe you guys can relate and give me some more talking points to work with, because clearly I'm feeling really overwhelmed and anxious talking about this. But anyway, I just want to connect with you guys. That's really all that matters to me at this point. So Yakose, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I will check out Witcher, and thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate that, and I will check that out. Hi, Stephen Yarnell. Oh, Joshua Tika saw Bad Boys for Life. I really loved, I think it was Bad Boys 2, actually, was my favorite one of those. Elijah, I did hear about Christopher Tolkien. And Neil Peart and Terry Jones, we have had a real onslaught of losses of great talent and beautiful minds and artists. Like you said, the creatives are dying off. And unfortunately, as much as it sucks to have these people pass and leave us, like that's the way the world is going. And a lot of the people that we grew up seeing, hearing, reading, we're going to have to, make peace with the fact that they can't stick around forever. And it's unfortunate, but that's part of life, and a lot of understanding that gives it meaning in a way. But yeah, I did hear about that. Hi, Gray Force. Hang on, I'm trying to go down and I still can't figure out how to work this stupid mouse thingy. It's one of those weird ones. Sith Bunny's here. Hi, Sith Bunny, my nemesis. Yes, Sith Bunny. Of course. You would understand. I appreciate it. I know what you mean. It's a feeling of overwhelming dread, but you can't, for the life of you, figure out what it is, so you feel anxious about it. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's weird because it has this quality about it where it does feel like it's just out of reach and you can't quite compartmentalize it, or even if it's a series of repetitive thoughts, you can't organize those thoughts. But for me, I think the existential part comes in where it's like you're faced not only with losing the people that you do feel close to, and for me, that's a limited quantity of people in my life. Like I don't feel the people that I feel close to, I feel strongly bonded to. And like you guys, for example, a lot of you, I really feel a strong kinship with and a connection to. And some of you guys, I feel like you've expressed yourselves in ways that have made me realize, like, wow, you guys understand me in a way that I think a lot of people that I've met and spent time with in my life don't necessarily. And that's kind of like one of the beautiful joys of the internet and YouTube, is that we've been able to kind of find each other because we have similarities, because we have things in common. And, I named this stream Introverts Unite Separately because I was hoping that it would, kind of attract some of you guys that I know are also introverts that can relate to that. But yeah, anyway, I don't want this stream. I'm so nervous. And this goes back to my mentality of fearing that I'm a burden on other people. I'm so nervous that I'm going to be a downer, and I don't want to bring anybody's mood down. And I'm always so nervous that my, fears and anxiety is going to bring down the mood of other people. Because at the end of the day, I think my biggest internal conflict is that I do see the beauty and the meaning and the stunning gorgeousness of life and existence in the world. But there's also that nagging feeling, as you say, Sith Bunny, like that nagging feeling in the back of my mind where it's like, there's this like chaos and decay and just, I don't know, it's very binary. It's very binary. It's either, life is either beautiful and striking and adventure and love and whimsy, or it's darkness and rot and decay and death and chaos. And I don't know, man. It's a lot to unpack. Thank you for modding, by the way, Jay, otherwise known as Drunk 3PO. And thank you. First of all, I'm sure everybody knows who Jay is. He's Drunk 3PO here. But please check out his channel. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe. He's got a great channel. He's a great human being. He genuinely cares about the goodness of the world. He's a teacher. And in my opinion, teachers are heroes. And especially someone like Jay, who is utterly selfless. And he's created this channel. If you're a small YouTube creator, follow this guy because he genuinely cares about supporting and promoting smaller YouTubers. And he's smart, he's funny, he's got the coolest voice on YouTube, the most soothing voice and energy. So anyway, thank you for modding, Jay, and shout out to you. Darren Graber, that's okay. In my opinion, people that are late to the party are usually the coolest people. Although I love people that show up early too, because they're like sweet nerds like me. Like I'm either early or I'm like a little bit late. Sometimes I'm really late. But anyway, don't mind being late. You're cool. You're fashionable. Thank you, Snobby Acorn. Glenn Saunders, back to the to the people that we've lost recently. Oh my gosh, Bobo, the owl from Clash of the Titans, Bubo. I don't know. It's Athena's owl. I love your profile photo. But yes, it's a pop cultural brain drain. Nobody's replacing these people. Unfortunately, I have to agree with you. It's very rare that I see anyone that meets the level of really impactful, deep art and talent and mindset that a lot of the people we're currently seeing fall off the edge of the cliff. I don't know how many people are coming up from the Plainslands that are going to be coming close to that and matching that. Oh my gosh, the DX brother. I'm so sorry I missed your super chat. Thank you for simply being you. You seem like a genuine person. Here's just supporting your channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's beautiful. That message is beautiful. Thank you. And I'm sorry I missed your super chat earlier. Oh my gosh, I just missed someone else's. Crap, I'm so bad at this. Okay. I need to keep up. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Christy, for my brain. My brain has left the building. I don't know where my brain is. My consciousness is here, but my brain is not. Figure myself out. I'm going to do it one day. I'm going to figure myself out. Joshua Tika. Yep, truly, talent is being replaced by quotas, Bunny. Ooh, that makes me shudder. That just makes me, it's like, I don't want to agree with that, but like the fact that I got like an uncomfortable feeling makes me know that like, I think that's true. K.A. Kated, did you see Nova in the background? Oh, I like your profile photo. I'm sorry. I watched Anna's review of the first episode of Picard, and it sounds awful. So I'm so sorry about what they did to Captain Picard. Okay, I need to get back to comments. All right, let's see. Happy Dinosaur. I love that screen name. Sith Bunny, sadly, death is the one and only constant of life. It's the one thing we all have happen to us without exception. True story, my friend. Jill Barnes, yes, things tend to always have its ups and downs. All we can do is take one step at a time when approaching a particular situation in life. It's not easy, but it does get better. Thank you, Joel. Wise words, my friend. And I do agree. And I think that's the one thing that I need to realize, and I think a lot of us need to realize, is we're in a constant state of flux. There's no end game, to be a nerd. There's no point where everything's just going to be okay for us in our life. It's a constant, I don't want to call it a battle necessarily, even though sometimes it feels like it, but you're constantly vacillating between realities, and it is hard to sometimes feel grounded within our own reality. That's why I think it's so important to try to cultivate a present mindful awareness. But it's hard. It's hard. It's a challenge. But yeah, I think just accepting that there are ups and downs in life and that nothing's ever really perfect, and to really hold on to those moments that feel beautiful and peaceful and serene, that's important. But to also take the hardships and the struggles in stride, it's the other thing. So I feel a little more comfortable now. I'm just going to give a little, someone that I'm very close to is very sick, and over break, we were very close to losing her, and we didn't lose her, but I'm grappling with the reality of like, that person, it might not be in my life anymore. And at some point, definitely won't be in my life anymore. And it's just hard. It's just hard to think about. But I don't want to bring the chat down. I don't want to bring it. So I'm not going to talk about it too much. But that's just to give you guys a little insight into what's going on. I'm just dealing with that. And I know a lot of you guys can probably relate to that. You know, not exactly, not precisely, but Jeremy, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Jeremy's live right now. I'm sorry. I always live stream when like the big guns are going live. But you know what? Actually, that's a good thing, because I really like keeping my live streams kind of on the small side, because then I can actually give attention to every person that's here. Mongo's big thanks. Thank you. Thank you for popping in for the support. Oh, I love your, I don't know if that's new, but I don't remember that profile photo. That's beautiful with the ferns and the font. That's very pretty. Thank you. Happy New Year. You're also very cool. Mongo's big thanks. You're also very cool. Happy New Year. That reminds me, if any of you guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David, highly recommend it. Happy New Year. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I think he's one of the best people out there in terms of comedy right now. And he has a real propensity for being able to speak on the current social climates, similar to the way Ricky Gervais does, which I really appreciate. Thank you, Jeremy. Oh, yes, we'll talk later. I miss you too. Thank you so much for stopping by, for the support always, Jeremy. I was just telling everybody how I still need to finish watching the Clone Wars, because I bought the whole series and everybody's talking about the preview or the trailer that came out, and I don't want to get any spoilers. So I told them how you got that for me. So I'll talk to you soon. Oh, Elijah, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh, thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot to me. Oh, Luffy, that's so sweet. Oh, Christy, thank you. You know what? I know you guys, I don't want to leave you guys here. I'm not leaving you guys. Scratch that. But I'm going to try to go to the other screen. Give me a minute. I'm going to be a boomer for a minute. I'm going to look and see if I can find my super chat window. And we did this last time. And I couldn't find it. But I'm going to try to find it now. So bear with me. Hang on. Thank you for letting me know, Christy. I'm sorry, guys, if I've missed your super chats. I'm going to try to get them right now. So just bear with me for a for a little minute. Okay, let's see. Okay. I don't remember how to find this. Oh, that's why I have to go to the classic YouTube studio. Hang on. Classic. Creator Studio Classic. Here we go. Okay. Let's find you. Let's find these. Knowing how bad I am at this. Oh, wait. I'm just going to miss more. But give me a minute. Nope. 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 Okay. I'm looking, guys. I'm looking. I'm sorry that I've abandoned you. I'm looking. Crap. Why can't I? Ugh. Darn it. I still can't find it. Okay, hang on. Let me come back to you guys so you don't feel too abandoned. Boomer alert, yes. Oh, Sith Bunny, I know if I asked Jeremy, he could tell me, but I don't want to bother him because he's live right now. So I don't. I'm gonna keep looking. Hang on. I'll be right back. Okay. I mean, I know I'm still. You guys can see me. Live control room? No. Analytics? Mm-mm. They're at the bottom of some screen. Don't stress out, says Snobby Acorn. Thank you. See, I can still kind of see. I can still kind of see some of your. Oh, live control room. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Oh no. Wait, no. Is this it? Crap. Stream. What the heck? No. What happens if I click on this? Ooh, can I do it this way? No. I found it! You guys! Oh my god, I found it! Wait. Did I find it? Crap, I think I might not have found it because I'm only seeing a few here. Oh, Jeremy's calling me. Okay. Hi. Yes. Now it's a black screen and viewer activity. And I do have super chats here, but it's not all the super chats because I remember seeing other ones. Yes.
Okay, click that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you should see, is it like Creator Studio or something like that? YouTube Studio.
Ooh.
You see that?
No. I see your channel.
And then below it, you don't see anything else.
Yeah, maybe I'm in the wrong window. Oh, crap. Um,
So this is what you should see. Why don't you just tell me you're going live? You take it.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. I always forget this part. I know that I'm going to need you, or I know that I'm going to need this, and then I know you could help me with this, but I never want to bother you by the time I get to the point of realizing it.
Always bother you.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay.
So when you click that little icon, that circle icon,
Yes.
that you see,
I'm in the wrong, okay, I was in the wrong place. Let me go back because I'm in the live streaming section instead of like the general YouTube section. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much for waiting for me. Okay, now I'm in the right section for that. YouTube Studio and then Classic Studio. Okay.
and then when you open up Classic, then you want to go to events.
Events. Why can I never remember this? Okay, but now I
Sorry,
live streaming. Events. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. You're the best. Every time we do this, I feel like you're Samuel L. Jackson reading me through the control room in Jurassic Park, and I'm Ellie Sadler. Well, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay, to the rescue once again. He's truly a hero. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I really appreciate you. You're the best. You're such a good friend. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Okay, guys. I'm here. Okay, so sorry. So sorry, but now I can catch up with your super chats. So thank you, Christy, firstly, for reminding me. Thank you, Jay, for telling Jeremy that I needed help, or for telling Jeremy that I was live. And thank you, Jeremy, for helping me. So let's get these super chats squared away. Okay. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I love the messages you write. Okay, let me see if I can work my freaking mouse here. Why can't I scroll? What is happening? I swear, it's not me. I'm not a boomer. It's the friggin' whatever. Okay. Stillwind87 says, stay strong and awesome. I think I remember seeing that one. KA. Oh my gosh, KA, thank you. Wait, okay, let me see if I can find your comment and highlight it here. KA, that is beautiful. KA says, when plagued by the trials of existentialism, try to remember FWIW. That's a lot of us care enough about you to show up to an unannounced Friday night stream. You are not alone, despite how you may feel. Anyway, waste this money on something fun. Thank you so much, KA. That is so beautiful and sweet. Thank you. That's really beautiful, and that's I needed to hear that. Thank you. Elijah seconds that. Thank you. You guys are the best. Yes, Ian Gemma, hold on to your butts. Was it Samuel Jackson that walked Ellie Sadler through that scene, or was that? No, that was John Hammond, because I think Samuel Jackson was already, spoiler alert, but Samuel L. Jackson by that point, by the time Ellie Sadler was trying to get the power back on, Samuel L. Jackson was raptor meat, let's just say. His arm was still around. Lil Poet Boy says, I hate this. Too many channels streaming. I can't hang around for everyone. Oh. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will be streaming more regularly in the future. This is just a catch-up period to reconnect with you guys, and I'm really happy to be here. And you guys are honestly, I knew once I finally settled into it and stopped being nervous, that I would feel better and feel connected again. And I do, and I'm seeing my old friends, and it means the world to me. It really does. Gray Force, TK421, Gray Force 11, TK421. Jeff Goldblum's character actually helped Sadler. Yeah. I think they took turns, right? At one point, someone else got on the phone because they were getting frustrated that she wasn't figuring it out. But yeah. Gen X, I do remember, yes, what's her name was navigating the Unix system because she's a hacker. Hacker. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Peter Colabucci. Oh, Lord Arnold. Thank you. That's sweet. Oh, Elijah, you saw the Token movie. I'm glad you liked it. I was wondering how that would be. I was wondering if it would be true to Token himself and his experiences and his ideas, and I wasn't sure if it would be Hollywoodized or not. It was hard to tell. So we'll see. AKA, yeah. I'm calming down too much. Prepare for a Nova sneak attack. The disturbance in the force is undeniable. She was, when I first was getting ready to stream, she was knocking stuff off of the shelf in the other room to get my attention because she could sense a disturbance in the household force that I was going to be distracted for a while. Happy dinosaur in Yes. Ian Giovanni. Jaws and Jurassic Park both need to be remade because the books are better, even though the films are both perfect. I agree that the films are perfect. And I've read both books. I personally, especially with Jaws, I feel that the Spielberg's film is superior in my opinion, but that's just my opinion, and it is an objective. So I totally respect your opinion. I did enjoy the book. I love the Jurassic Park book too, but I like both movies better. I think Jurassic Park is a nearly perfect film. I really do. I think Jurassic Park is just a beautiful, beautiful film. It's one of my favorites. I love Jaws too. There are points where it might feel a little bit dated with the animatronic shark, but otherwise and a lot of it's so much about the human connection in both films, which is cool. Elijah, good to know. Thank you for letting me know about the Token film because I was very curious about that. The Meg kind of remade Jaws, says Gray Force. The Meg. Happy dinosaur. Jurassic Park saved your species, yeah. We cloned you and we saved you. E.T. is a classic for me too. Star Wars, Elseworlds. I love E.T. Oh, E.T. is beautiful. I cannot watch E.T. and not cry at the end. Oh my gosh. And if you haven't seen it, there's a really cute it was like a little Christmas 4-minute Christmas special. It was actually an ad, but it was really sweet. And it had Elliot grown up from E.T. It's cute. I don't want to give you any spoilers, but it's worth seeing. So see if you can find that video on YouTube. It's very sweet. And honestly, with a lot of those movies, E.T., Jaws, Jurassic Park, I wouldn't want to see remakes because especially now, I'm assuming within the next decade or so, we're not going to see any good quality remakes. We're going to see cash grabs and we're going to see letdowns. We're not going to see the characters that we knew and loved. We're not going to see the source material even that we knew and loved. We're going to see a Hollywoodized version. We're going to see a big writing room that's trying to basically funnel their ideals and their philosophies and their socio-political beliefs into what we love. And what we love oftentimes didn't fit into those things. It couldn't be a lot of those things. Jurassic Park, Jaws, Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, like those things had deep emotional, philosophical resonance because it was about the human journey and inner conflict. And those things, it doesn't matter, what Hollywood thinks of it. They were special not because they came out of Hollywood. They were special in spite of that. And now everything's coming out because it's Hollywoodized. I don't know, just sad. Anyway. Hi, Rhino Sith. Oh, that's a really cool name. I don't think I ever pronounced that correctly. Rhino Sith. Cool name, man. Snobby Acorn, imagine a remake of Beetlejuice. I don't want to imagine that. I love Beetlejuice. Oh, God, they're going to... I remember I watched a video essay. I think it was by a video essayist that I actually really liked and respected and still do. But I think her take on it was how Beetlejuice, the actual character of Beetlejuice was like a misogynist and he wasn't funny. And I remember thinking like, but that's what made him funny, was that he didn't care and he was so over the top. And like, that's what made it funny, is that he was irreverent. He's an irreverent character. So why would you make like a non-misogynist version of Beetlejuice? That's why he was so repulsive but funny and comedic and entertaining and interesting in the first place. I don't know. I feel like people aren't seeing the forest through the trees anymore. It's very interesting. Gen X, they will probably remake Heathers. Oh God, they probably will. And everything they remake is inevitably, it has no soul. It has all these propositions of being, you know, like the pinnacle of humanity and equality and understanding, but then there's literally no soul. So there's no value in these things. And these movies that are being pushed out over and over again, in 10 years time, none of them are going to matter. They're not going to be relevant because they won't have a heart. They won't have a soul. They don't have depth. They're just these hollow vestiges of what people deem now to be relevant and important, but those things aren't timeless and they're forced to, so they're hollow. They're not real. It's empty. No, yeah, we'll see. Jedi living, yes, people care more about idolizing characters rather than exploring the truth of human nature. I could not agree more. Yes. Lord Arnold says square, 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 or box, 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 depending on how you look at it. But in a 1D world, it's just a square, square, square. Exactly, Ian Giovanni, hence soulless cash grabs, yes. Sean Sarto, I think they actually have made it into a musical. I don't believe it's on Broadway, but I believe they've made Beetlejuice into a musical, which is, from what I understand, it is true to the source material, so that's good. Instead of reworking it and making it woke 2020, which is just not good at all. The dinosaur, not relevant, just like Congo. Yeah, Michael Crichton, they weren't all winners. Michael Crichton books were not all winners. Elijah, you legit saw more than one Hobbit hole Airbnb in your area going up. They seem pretty legit, actually. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys this before, Elijah. I think I explained this to you the last time. I desperately wanted to live in a Hobbit hole growing up, and I like genuinely, like from a genuine place in my soul, and with the actual realistic hope that this would come to fruition, I asked my mom growing up if I could please dig a Hobbit hole in the backyard. I told her I would dig it all myself. I would do the full excavation myself, like picturing myself doing it with a shovel, and I would somehow create a finished Hobbit hole reminiscent of Bilbo Baggins's Hobbit hole in our backyard. She obviously said no, but that's awesome that you have actual legit Airbnb Hobbit holes, because if I ever stay in a B&B, it will be a Hobbit hole B&B. Oh, Joe S says they already tried to remake Heathers as a TV show and cooler heads prevailed. It never aired. Thank goodness. That would have been awful. Oof, I can't even imagine. Okay, hang on. Again, guys, I know I always say this, but I've missed your comment. It's almost never that I'm ignoring you. I might be ignoring you if you're saying something like ridiculous that I don't want to pay attention to. But I haven't seen that yet. Not saying that. I haven't noticed anything like that. But just a, preliminary little thing there. But if I haven't read your comment and you have a question or you have something you really want me to see, just keep saying it. You could even copy and paste it until I read it, because I do want to make sure I keep up with comments. It's not be acorn. Get to the chopper. He's not a tuna. My terrible Arnold impersonation. I went through, this is really embarrassing, and I just feel like, why not just tell you guys this? This is so embarrassing, but I did go through a stage when I was younger where I was really fascinated by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I wanted to see every movie he ever did, and I watched Pumping Iron, and I tried to find every interview and thing. I just found him so fascinating. It wasn't a crush. It was like, I found him so fascinating that he grew up the way that he did, and he had this dream and he made it happen, and then he became like a movie star, even with his fairly, and at least in the beginning, especially in the beginning, his fairly wooden acting chops and his very thick accent. And then he became a politician. Like, I just found him so fascinating and interesting. And anyway, I love Terminator. It's one of my favorite movies, and Terminator 2. And I loved Pumping Iron. I found that such an interesting, interesting documentary. Sith Bunny says everyone has a bad Arnold accent when they say get to the chopper. Jedi Living, I agree. His story is amazing. It's really, really interesting. I mean, that's the American dream right there. In one facet, the American dream has many facets. It's a big old disco ball. It's just a multifaceted mirror. Interesting. Thank you, Matthias. Matthias. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at pronouncing things, but thank you. I'm glad you liked my Arnold impersonations. Joppa. Carmen Steele says there's a fire, KathleenKennedy.com. Should hashtag it and spread it. Sadly, I don't. I think she's just, when she goes, it's the Hydra, you cut off one head, another one grows in its place. She's not the only culprit for the reason our beloved Star Wars has materialized the way that it has in the last several years. Unfortunately, there's a hive mind in Hollywood right now, and whoever replaces her is not going to have the opposite ideology. If anything, they're going to have just a different form of the same linear way of thinking and creating. So we'll see. But I haven't really been paying attention, but I have been seeing people's titles pop up that the Obi-Wan series is in limbo now for some reason, which is really unfortunate because I actually had high hopes for that. And I love Obi-Wan. He's one of my favorite characters. Particularly, I mean, I love Ewan McGregor too, but Alec Guinness's interpretation of Obi-Wan, I just thought was excellent. Obviously, it's Alec Guinness, Sir Alec Guinness. He's phenomenal, and I love Tatooine. It's one of my favorite planets. I think Tatooine's actually my favorite planet, come to think of it. So I was really looking forward to that. I was looking forward to seeing him, the inception of when he figured out how to do the crate dragon call. I always thought that was really cool, that he chased the Tusken Raiders away with the crate dragon impersonation. Oh, you guys have some good questions. Okay, hang on. Lord Arnold says, I am the only Arnold that matters. Lord Arnold, I don't actually think I know any Arnold in my life. So you are the only Lord Arnold. You are the only Arnold that matters in my life. You're the only Arnold in my life, actually. Schwarzenegger on Broadway. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I hope somebody does that. Elijah, Western North Carolina. I'm assuming NC stands for North Carolina, unless you're somewhere else. If you wanted a sneak peek, I saw a post on Facebook. I am tempted to try one out. Other than the Golden Hall, Medulcid, Bag End is my dream home. I love Bag End, but hobbits to me are very extroverted people, and I think I would get a lot of like social anxiety if I had to live in the Shire or Hobbiton, especially because they're just. I love hobbits. Don't get me wrong. They're amazing, amazing, warm, beautiful people. But I feel much more like Frodo, where I'm kind of like, oh, this is too much for me. And I'd want to kind of go to like Rivendell and chill with the like more serene, you know, Zen elves there. Rivendell. Lothlorien is like a whole other place, though. They're like not even, like Lothlorien is, woo! I don't even think I'm that introverted. I think I'm more like Rivendell introverted. But yeah, I love Bag End. It's so cozy. But I think I'd be happy in Rivendell, I'd have to say, if I had to choose. Okay. Star Wars Elseword says Kathleen doesn't understand Star Wars. Yeah, I agree. She doesn't understand. She doesn't see it for what it really is. Jay asks, is there any artwork I'm working on? Not currently, but you know what? You just reminded me, like, I need to get back into that because that is truly such a, like, I don't want to say it's not necessarily a stress reducer for me. It's more like I connect back to something within myself that I don't typically connect to unless I'm doing art. It's like reading or writing or I don't know. It gives me, it's almost meditative for me where I'm able to kind of get my feelings out that I can't necessarily communicate verbally. That's why a lot of my art is so dark and kind of ragged and I don't know, has such like sharp edges to it, is because I think a lot of the stuff that I'm working on in my mind that I can't compartmentalize is kind of that dark existential stuff. So thank you for reminding me. I do need to start working on art, and I will. Yes, we want cookies, Jay. Do you have enough for the whole class? Chris, you're a lefty introvert. I am left-handed also. Left-handed people unite. We're the only ones in our right mind, and there are only 10% of us out there in the world, so we got to unite. I'm a left-handed introvert as well. And guess who else is a left-handed introvert? Luke Skywalker. Left-handed introvert. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Oh, hang on. I tried to, okay. Epic Ward said, happy Lunar New Year's, everyone. Happy Lunar New Year's to you too. Christy wants oatmeal raisin. Jay, make sure you bring an oatmeal raisin for Christy. I would like a Wookiee cookie. A Chaplin production asks if I've seen Sex Education on Netflix. I haven't. What is that? Oreos. Ian's a lefty too. Christy, you're left-handed. Ah. So I already feel a tremendous sense of camaraderie with my fellow introverts, but left-handed introverts, we're like even weirder because we're in a totally different headspace. I think a lot of the time I'm speaking for myself, but also other left-handed people I know. It's funny. What on earth is a Wookiee cookie? I don't know. I remember I used to love hanging out in Barnes and Noble when I was younger. And there was always this Star Wars cookbook that I really wanted. And on the top it said, or when I would like thumb through the pages, the things that I remember seeing were Wookiee cookies and Boba Fettuccine. And I thought that was so cute and cool. Peter Colabucci, I am insane. Me too. It's okay. Me too. Jay's a right-handed klutz. Does that count? Yes. You can be an honorary left-handed person. Luffy is God. Oh, you're ambidextrous. I'm weird. So I write and draw with my left hand. But athletically, I think I'm more dominant with the right side of my body. But I can do both if I need to. Like I can throw with both hands, arms. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to think of where I do like cartwheels from, and I don't remember which side I lead with. Shout out to the left-handed Jedi. Yes, indeed, Joshua Tika, Taco Cat. KA, there's too much evil in this chat and stream. Though to be fair, you're an ENTJ, so who are you to judge? So ENTJ, so you're an extroverted. Is that intuitive, thinking, judging? That's cool. ENTJ is, I think you're pretty rare. ENTJ, is Darth Vader an ENTJ? I think Darth Vader is an ENTJ. Oh, Sith Bunny. Dude, it's getting uncanny how much we have in common. We truly are from just opposite sides of the Force. That's all it is. But neither of my parents are left-handed, so I don't know where it came from. I really don't know. I don't know. Ooh. Epic Ward's also an ENTJ. Daniel Parker is an ISFP. ISFP, I'm trying to think of who's an ISFP. I know INTJ, I think that's Obi-Wan Kenobi and Gandalf. I think they're both INTJs. INFP is Luke Skywalker and Frodo Baggins, so that's why I relate so much to them. Big Ward, you're also right-handed. You can actually, it's supposed to be very good for you cognitively and physically too, to be able to switch off between which sides of your body you use for things. So like if I'm carrying a bag, I always try to switch it to different shoulders. That's just so that my spine doesn't bend too much one way or the other. Thomas Woodford's an ISTJ. Chris is an INFJ. INFJ. One of my best friends is an INFJ. Cool people. Raw Macaw 2020. I'm throwing a party for introverts. No one is invited. Please RSVP. I love that. According to Christy. Christy, you should do the test. You should. So, okay. So I love doing tests, especially when it comes to personality profiles and stuff like that. My favorite one is, it was developed by Carl Jung, I believe, and it's called the MBTI, and I believe it takes into account the big five personality factors. So it takes into account like openness. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget all the things now. Extroversion. Anyway, it takes into account a lot of the different factors of your personality and your behavioral patterns to some extent, and it gives you usually I think it's only four different letters. So if you're I, you're introverted. If you're E, you're extroverted, and then whatever follows, you could be intuitive, thinker, feeler, perceiver, da 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 da. But anyway, I don't want to bore anybody who isn't into it, but it's fun. And to me, of all the different, personality tests that I have taken, it does seem to be the most accurate for me. And a lot of people's biggest complaint is that every time they take the test, they get a different result. But for me, I think if you're very strongly set in who you are as a person, or if you're brutally honest, you have to be honest, whether it's therapy or personality tests or whatever it is. If you're kind of faking the questions to appear as you want to be perceived or as you think you want to be perceived, sometimes that doesn't align with who we really are. So you have to be honest with yourself when you answer. So every time I always come up as INFP, every time. But some people get different answers depending on sometimes how they look at a question, their perception, or what they want. So make sure you're honest and take it, because it will tell you a lot about yourself. It's very interesting. Jedi Living's an INFP too. Woo! INFJ is the rarest, Joe S. I have heard that, and the most tortured. That makes me so sad because, like I said, one of my best friends is an INFJ, and he is genuinely one of the most deeply intelligent and philosophically minded people that I know. And I do know that he deals with a lot of inner conflict and turmoil, but I don't think he realizes how awesome he is. And I try to constantly remind him of that, but I think we're all our own worst enemy. as I'm sure most of you guys are aware of. And I think it's important for people to remember that. They are rare people. I think the rare people in the world are the ones that are obviously the most special because they're rare. Moons of Madness is an ISTJ. Very cool. Cool profile pic too. Joshua Riddle, blue-eyed brunette, none of us are safe. Eyes aren't completely blue. They're like weird. They're a weird thing. Elijah asks, what compels me to teach? I have a character you're trying to develop for a novel and would like your perspective. Wow. Wow, what compels me to teach? I think first and foremost for me, because I work with young children primarily, is the connection that I feel not only to them, but to the present moment when I'm with them. Because if any of you guys are parents or teachers yourselves, or if you have young siblings or nieces and nephews, when you're around a child, especially younger children around 4, that's the age I love. I love 4-year-olds. I love kids of all ages. Don't get me wrong. There's something to offer from every age group. But 4-year-olds, they're at this special age where they've started to kind of develop, they've definitely started to develop a sense of self and the world around them. And they have theory of mind already, so they understand that their thoughts are theirs and that other people aren't always experiencing what they experience. So they're able to understand the world on a deeper level than, say, like a toddler, a 2-year-old. They have a more complex way of thinking and feeling, but they're also extraordinarily open, and they're also extraordinarily perceptive and engaged and present. And for someone like me, I struggle to feel connected to people sometimes because I find that I want a deep connection with people, but when I'm interacting with others, it's rare that I find someone that seems truly present. Like a lot of the times people feel very distracted. They pick up their phone when they're talking to you, or they're not talking to you, or they're just going on a monotonous monologue about whatever they're experiencing or whatever they're dealing with or their thoughts. And you kind of feel like there's this panel between you and they're not quite there. With 4-year-olds and with young children, especially in general, I feel like they're much more engaged, and it reminds me of who I am. It reminds me to be present. It reminds me that life is beautiful and humanity is beautiful, and these kids are so open, and a lot of them already have hangups, and a lot of them already have a lot of fears or trauma in their lives, unfortunately. And as someone who, when I was young, I really needed someone to be there for me. But a lot of the times I felt as though there wasn't someone there for me, and there wasn't someone who understood me. So I think my biggest drive is being the person that I needed when I was little, because I know my parents loved me. I know they loved me when I was little, but there were times where I felt truly and utterly alone. And I want to make sure that when I'm with my students, when I'm with anyone, that they never feel alone. So I hope that gives a little bit of insight into why I became a teacher, what compelled me to become a teacher. Okay, I missed a lot of comments. I just went off. Sorry, guys. No, don't tell me there's going to be a Princess Bride remake. Oh, no. Oh, thank you. The DX Brother 13. Thank you. Yeah, I missed West Coast Kelly, too. Man, I missed it out here. It was good to go home. It was good to be in Rhode Island, but I dealt with a lot while I was there. There's a lot of stuff going on. I was not in a good place emotionally. And it took me, I think I've been home almost a month now, and it's taken me a while to bounce back from all the stuff I had to deal with there. And I don't know if any of you guys could tell, but I was feeling really anxious and off in that stream. I loved talking to you guys and I felt connected to you guys, but I felt really unsteady in my own life while I was there. Sean Sardo, yeah, by fourth grade, they're trying to grasp social protocol. Yeah, and a sense of social belonging too. They start to kind of, it's so interesting how, like, I see when I'm with my younger students, it's much more inclusive amongst everyone. Like, they haven't really formed cliques or friend groups yet. Like, they'll have kids that they hang out with, but there's no real social ousting yet, like no pushing anyone into an outlier position at that age. But as they get older, they start to develop a sense of, oh, this person's weird or this person doesn't fit in. And then we develop those feelings about ourselves and we'll push ourselves off into, you know, the periphery. So that's a really fascinating thing of how social groups form and our belief and our feelings about ourselves within social groups form. It's very, very interesting. Darren Graber, have I ever been to the UK? I've been to France and Italy and Germany very briefly, but my mother was born in the UK, and my grandparents on my mother's side were born in Europe, but my mother was born in the UK. She lived there till she was 9. So, and her first language is not English, but she has no accent. I think I've told you guys that before. Thank you, Joshua Tika. I'm glad this chat is inspirational for you. Hi, Tony Movies, Chappie D9 Neil Blondcamp #1 fan. I love your username. That's just amazing. What up, man? It's good to see you. Peter Kolabuchi, you're learning Japanese. That is awesome. I want to learn more languages, man. I do not know. I know how to say hello and thank you in a few different languages, but not enough. I can speak a little bit of Spanish, but it's embarrassing. Hi, Peter Han. Sorry, I'm trying to go back and make sure I'm getting, oh my gosh, David Harvey, anyone, oh, thank you so much for your super chat, David. Anyone else thinking the Kathleen Kennedys out there, woke warriors, will go after a remake of The Princess Bride next? Inconceivable. On a lighter note, Wookiee cookies for all. That's what they were referencing. Oh, thank you so much, David, for your super chat, first of all. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because nobody wants a damsel in distress anymore. We all want a princess that can save herself, even though that movie is just freaking perfect and amazing and beautiful and adorable and hilarious, but we'll see. Oh, good night, Lord Arnold. Thank you so much for checking in. Okay. Oh, you can, okay, I'll try not to scream or yell or anything so I don't wake you up if you're going to sleep now. Okay. Good night. I can't whisper the whole time. Thank you, Christy, for reminding me about the super chats. Okay, let me find the super chats. I did miss super chats. Oops. I don't know why I don't see them. Okay. Okay. Chris, thank you. $2. Thank you so much. Thank you again, David. Joshua Riddle, yes, talk more about what you know and love. Own it. Thank you, Joshua Riddle. Hi, Riff Rocker Don. Yes, I'm back home. Okay. Yeah, I'm whispering because I'm worried that I'm going to wake Lord Arnold up while he's sleeping. But he's not even here. He's just listening. I don't know why I didn't see any of those super chats, you guys. I don't know why I don't see them. I just miss all these. I don't know. Dreaming of electric sheep. You're apparently an ENFJ. Just thought you'd share that. Thank you for sharing. That's very cool. Snobby Acorn asked, am I okay? I am okay. I will be okay. Epic Ward, you're in Palm Beach? I used to spend some time in Palm Beach. I went to school down in Florida for college. Palm Beach is cool, man. Phil TMNT, you're too sweet. Thank you, my friend. So Riff Rocker Dawn, yes, I'm back home. I am back home. This is my home. I love it so much. I'm just happy to be here. I don't know where Nova is. She must be in the bedroom under the bed. Sith Bunny, no, my introverted side does not cause me problems when I'm teaching, especially with kids. Sometimes working with other teachers that are extremely like flamboyant or extremely opinionated on things, I try to stay as middle of the ground and moderate and diplomatic as I can. And I try to be completely present with the kids. But when I find if another teacher is either very closed off or very harshly judgmental of children or other teachers, I try to stay steady, but it can be a little bit of a conflict. Beats means highs. The Latin word for left is sinister. Yes, apparently back in the day, the left-handed path was considered the devil's path, Satan's path. I can't help that I'm left-handed. I try to think of myself as being relatively good, but you are right about that. Okay, I hope I got. Oh my! I have to keep going back to the comments because I'm missing so many. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, I just saw another one. Okay, hang on. Avatars, thank you. Palpatine did nothing wrong. Well, that's up for debate. But yes, happy Friday. Happy Friday. And thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, Jesse Green, 619. I'm doing pretty well. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Hi, Keely Chow. What's up? I need to drink more water. I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I think I'm dehydrated. Anakin's ashes. Just here to say, join the dark side. Mr. Budapest, I have not seen Mouth of Madness yet, but it is on my list. But thank you. Joshua Riddle says, whispering makes it better. Thank you again for your super chat, Joshua. And thank you, Lord Arnold. I am so worried that I'm going to wake you up. It's so funny. Okay, Jay, here we go. One of the biggest problems I've seen is that young people believe lies people tell them, such as someone tells them they are ugly, they believe it. That is very true and unfortunate. One of my favorite sayings, and I don't know the source, so forgive my ignorance there, but one of my favorite sayings is, let's not raise children who have to recover from their childhoods. And I think that can be taken, obviously, in a vast quantity of different ways. But the way I take it is, let's try to raise children that can grow up feeling a sense of support from their loved ones, obviously, their family, their parents, guardians, and also their teachers. But most importantly, to raise them with an idea of the importance of self-awareness and understanding that external trauma, pain, negativity is just that. It's external, and it's what we make of it. That's a really difficult concept to illustrate to a child, but I think it's done more through action than any kind of explanation. And it's just over and over again. So, like, for example, I think when I was a child, I had several people tell me that I was being bad, or I wasn't listening, or I wasn't good enough. And I took those things to heart. And those are often things that I still struggle with. And I still struggle with feeling like I'm good enough for a lot of things in my life. And I know that comes from a voice that perpetuated that feeling as a child. So I think the important thing to remember as adults now, or as parents or as teachers, is that came from somewhere outside of us. And the core of who we are isn't necessarily a reflection of who we are. Oftentimes it was a reflection of the person who made us feel that way. And it's really, like I said, it's really hard to illustrate that to a child. But as adults now, where we have the ability to cultivate self-awareness and responsibility for ourselves, I think it's vitally important that we realize that a lot of the way that we feel about ourselves and think about ourselves is something that it might be true because we've perpetuated that feeling internally, but a lot of the times the source material for that was pain or someone else's baggage. And that's something that I'm still grappling with as an adult. So it's fascinating. That's a really good point, Jay. You're really right about that. And I'm still trying to whisper. Beats means hi says I'm branching out into ASMR. Okay. Thank you, Joshua Tika. I love the way that you write. I don't know if I've told you that before, but I love the way that you write and word things. It's just like, I don't know. It's a very special way of writing and wording things in the best possible way. Like, it always warms my heart to see the things that you write. Oh darn, I'm missing more. Oh, David Harvey again. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna wake Lord Arnold up with my yelling. David Harvey, thank you so much. Yay, I thought I was out where the buses don't run. Oh wait, I live out in the sticks in South Carolina, aka Sakakalaki. Your thoughts are much appreciated, and bless you for teaching. Hashtag amazing warrior. Thank you. Oh my gosh, David, that's amazing. Thank you. You're so kind. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Yes. You guys are awesome. I am so grateful. Joshua Riddle. I honestly, I still have no idea what hurts or helps monetization. I feel like I've sung so many copyrighted songs on here randomly, and I've sworn, and I've had, spiked kombucha on here before. I don't know. Peter Hahn, thank you. Yes, I did. If you're talking about David Harvey's super chat, I did see it. Yes, Jay, exactly. No matter how many times we tell someone it's not true, they still believe it until they uproot that lie and don't believe it. Yes, Jay, you are right. Everybody, it's so true. It's so important. And with all the anxiety and the stress and the fears and the trauma, honestly, and that's one thing that I was talking, a good friend of mine that I grew up with is she's in the counseling and social work field now, in the psychology field. And one of the things we spoke about when we last connected was how it's important to realize that everybody has a level of trauma. Trauma isn't, you don't need to necessarily have seen the most guttural violence displayed in front of you as a child or a young adult to have trauma in your life. It could be something someone said to you that you believed and that became interpreted through your own ways of feeling, and it became part of your identity. A lot of the times the way that we speak to ourselves can be really traumatic internally. I don't want to get all like wooey and sappy, but it's such an important point, Jay. And I think us, us both being teachers, we probably see that played out so often, and that's such a commonality in young people. But it's also really important to realize how common that is in adults too, and how often we're speaking and behaving in ways that are directly correlative, yeah, to things that we experienced really, really young, and that we're still sometimes thinking in this way that we've never actually examined from a more elevated perspective. A Chaplin production, thank you for explaining. Oh, it's a drama series about a boy whose mom is a sex therapist. He uses his knowledge from hearing his mom to partner up with his crush to give sex advice to students for money. That's funny. Oh, that's a funny concept. Is it well executed? I am intrigued by the concept. That's very cool. Sith bunny, exactly. It's very true when people say we all have baggage. That's another way of putting it. Yes, you're right. Oh, Jay, thank you. I am reading all your comments, guys, or I'm trying to read all your comments. I know I'm missing some. Joshua Riddle says, "Go wooey and sappy." Thank you. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Oh wait, Epic Ward. I went through hell when I was younger. Almost finished me, but I came out much stronger in the end. But I had to rebuild myself from within. Yeah, that's exactly what I think that the trick is. That's what the key is to all of this is we have to take responsibility for ourselves. And it's really, really easy to blame the world and to blame other people, to blame parents, to blame teachers, to blame political parties, to blame movies. But we have to sometimes, all the time, we have to be able to take a step back and understand if I'm being continually triggered or if I'm continually feeling this overwhelming sense that my opinion is right and that, or this overwhelming sense that we're not good enough, whatever the overwhelming sense is within us or that nagging voice in the back of our head, we need to be able to take it and pull it into the front and look at it and be like, oh, this is what this is. This probably comes from the fact that A, B, C, or D happened to me way back when, and I've learned to construct my inner monologue and my inner thoughts and my view of myself around this pain or this trauma that happened to me. And we need to be able to take that. So every time it's nagging, take it and look at it and say, I see you. I know what you are. I know that you're part of my life right now, but I need to be able to organize it. I sound like a crazy person right now. But anyway, that's what it is. I saw Darth Barbie in here. Hey, Krista. Everybody, this is Krista, aka Darth Barbie. She is awesome. She is another YouTuber. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's also very deep. She's very sweet. Just a beautiful person and soul inside and out. Go check out her channel. She streams, I think, Krista, I don't want to be wrong, but I think you stream like almost every night now with gaming. So she's awesome. Check her out. Gray Forest 11 TK421. Baggage can be useful if used as motivation or even just spite. That's true. Exactly. It's really all in how you choose to perceive it and what you choose to do with it. And if you do, it can be challenging, but if you're up for the challenge of taking responsibility, you can make your life better and you can rebuild connections and strengthen connections to other parts of your life and other people much better. Oh, Elijah, you're awesome. Thank you. See, that's the thing. I definitely do have a shell, and it's weird because I feel like it's this struggle where I feel very connected to you guys because I do know that you guys, like, this resonates with you. But it's also a really weird feeling where I'm like, well, this is YouTube and this is a live stream and my friends are here right now, but then the whole world can see it, and it's very, not that they're going to, but just that conceptually could happen. And I feel like I'm really putting myself out there, even though right now this feels very intimate, like a true intimate conversation with my friends, but it's still very vulnerable. So I'm glad you guys appreciate it. Luffy is God. Boo, drunk 3 p.m. I'm drunk and high and I need that cookie. Oh, Luffy. Got the munchies. Hang on. Okay. I need to catch up with some comments. Hang on. Joshua Riddle. Yes, I'm finding my rhythm. I think Nova just walked by. Nova. Hi. Hello, Nova. Nova, you want to say hello? Come here. Hi. Okay, guys want to say hi to Nova? Nova. Come here. Yes, the baby's here. Hello. Say hello to the friends. Hi. Or hello, everybody. I missed you. Hello. Okay. Now I'm going to have fur on my face for the next 8 minutes. Okay. Now I really missed some comments. I'm sorry, guys. Yes, Nova is here. Jeremy Swiggs. Hi, Jeremy Swiggs. Hey, Tom King. Tom King, what do you mean? Have you seen any surprise? Oh, I thought you said, have I seen any of your surprisingly good entertainment lately? Because I'm subscribed. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you, and you came out with a couple of really good videos that I loved, but I didn't know if you'd upload it again. Have I seen any surprisingly good entertainment recently? Jeez. Oh, I feel like I have seen a couple things, but my mind is just, all the wires are crossed. So I can't even think of what I've seen recently. I want to say I saw a good Western recently, but I can't remember what it was. Yes, Tom King, your entertainment is surprisingly good too. Yes, assuming your videos are still up, which I'm assuming they are. I still haven't seen Joker. But guys, check out, this is Tom King, the good Tom King. He also has a YouTube channel. He made an excellent edit of, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but it basically all the stuff that we're upset about with Star Wars and what's been going on. He made an excellent edit of that. Oh, Darth Barbie, Norma's adorable. What kind of cat? She is a tortoiseshell. So tortoiseshell cats are special little mixes where typically they had an orange parent and a black parent, and because I guess something chromosomally doesn't quite bond, they get a real, like, almost looks like a cosmic explosion of stars. There she is. So you can't really tell from here, but she's predominantly black, but she has a lot of splotches of like bright orange and yellows and stuff. So I named her Nova because she reminded me of like a little like cosmic supernova explosion in the universe, galaxy. Beautiful. Oh, Joshua Riddle, Joker ticket for you. Thank you. I know a lot of you guys really love the Joker, so I do know. I have to see that. I love Joaquin Phoenix. I think if anyone could have picked up where Mr. Ledger left off, it would be Joaquin. So I will check it out. Thank you so much, Joshua. Thank you for the ticket. I appreciate that. That actually, ironically, does cover how much tickets cost out here in California. They're pricey these days, which is just crazy to me. I didn't even know anybody was going to theaters anymore. Oh yes, Tom King. Yes, you have your cat. I want to say, I know her name begins with a K, Callie, something like that. Oh my gosh, I forget her name now. But yeah, she's beautiful. Tom King also has a tortoiseshell. She's beautiful. I will watch it, Joshua. I will. Hi, Ryan Dyer. Hi, Jack JW Productions. Good to see you again. Peter Hahn. I'm flying around the US, like, you know. Oh, she's checking out. Guys, I planted that new plant recently that she's smelling. I never know where I'm pointing. I just planted that plant. It's my mom's plant. It's a pothos, I think it's called. Is it a pothos? No, I don't remember what it's called. But I just planted that, and I'm very proud of myself. I actually planted all the plants in my apartment, with the exception of that monstera and the snake plant. But all the other plants in my apartment actually don't have a lot right now. I love plants. Thank you, Ryan Dyer. You're awesome, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Alex. Alex is here. Rulon Holm. I'm not an introvert. I'm shy and lonely. That's okay. You might be introverted. You might be introverted and you might not know it. That actually could very well be. The good Tom King. Did I say stink plant? No, snake plant. That is a snake plant. And she's not here right now, but Stephanie B, who is also awesome, noticed my snake plant and said that she is a snake plant too. They're awesome, beautiful plants. I might give you guys a tour of my plants later if you're up for that. Darth Barbie, do I like tea? What kind? I love tea, and I love all kinds of teas. I don't think there's a kind of tea that I don't like. I'd have to say my favorite is green tea. I also love chai. And I love a lot of other mixes. Black tea is pretty good, but I like different flavored teas, but green tea is definitely my favorite, followed by chai, I think. Ian Giovanni, I feel like we need a topic. Yeah. Okay, careful. It might become a carpet plant if Nova gets too frisky. She's pretty good with plants, actually. Oh, Earl Grey. Is that like an in joke? Because this is always who I am, not just because I'm not on Twitter, but I've never been an in joke person. I never know what everybody's talking about. I'm always out of the loop. So I guess Earl Grey is the thing. Oh, that's a good topic, Elijah. I have spoken. I like my tea with booze in it. So Irish tea. Wait, really? Sean Sarto, Mr. Peanut died? That's really ironic, you guys. Because I have peanuts here for when I get hungry, because I always get hungry when I do a live stream. Shout out to Trader Joe's Peanuts, hashtag not sponsored, but Trader Joe's has some bomb peanuts. They're those really crispy, big, crisp peanuts. That's right, the good Tom King. Thank you for reminding me. Earl Grey is Picard's tea. Hot. Oh my gosh, I totally just had a flashback to that. Okay, yes. How could I forget that Picard? Okay, that makes sense. Earl Grey. Okay, hot. Yeah. Oh, poor Picard. Ooh, double chai tea, says King of Ruckus. Hey, King of Ruckus. Thanks for being here, man. I saw you earlier. I didn't know if you were still here. Sean Sarto, interesting. Earl Grey with milk. You were told it was uncouth by Brits. I didn't know that. That seems strange. Why would they look down upon milk and tea? Drunk 3PO. Please, for the love of all things holy, Kelly, do not ever go on Twitter. I am petrified of Twitter. Twitter scares me because I get overwhelmed just being on YouTube. And I have like a Facebook and an Instagram, but I never go on because I get so overwhelmed. I mean, talk about existential anxiety. Like anytime I have to sign into those, and the only time I really go on is if I've been told that I have a message from someone, or if it's someone's birthday maybe, but I really don't go on it. I go on less and less all the time. It's just such a just drains my soul. And I wish I could go on. I know some people go on and they have these beautiful, like inspiring pages where they're uploading these beautiful things and saying these beautiful philosophical quotes, but I just get like dragged into this black hole of cat photos and kittens playing and panda bear cubs, and before I know it, I'm on Instagram for 8 hours and I've been looking at, like this dinosaur fossil was just found in the Montana Badlands, and and I don't even know where my brain is anymore, so I can't imagine going on Twitter. Can't handle it. Ryan Dyer says the Brits look down a lot of things. Epic Ward, been to Thailand a few times. LOL JK. Soul Assassin. Oh wait, David Harvey. I go with oolong tea when fighting a cold. Oolong. Oolong is good, yes. Soul Assassin says, same here with Twitter. Sometimes you get nervous just to send tweets to people. It's a bummer. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I know it's like the place to be, and everyone who's anyone has a Twitter, but I just the concept of it just freaks me out and scares me. I love YouTube. I love the people that I know and connect to on YouTube. I have my favorite YouTubers that I follow and connect to, and I love watching YouTube. I love finding cool videos, video essays, people talking, being genuine, all that kind of stuff. But Twitter just seems like just too massive and endless to me. I just can't. Oh, I just can't. Jay said, stay away, stay away. Does anyone follow me on Twitter here? Is that a low-key shout out to your Twitter, Jay? Everybody go follow Drunk 3PO on Twitter. Oh, Elijah, that's sweet. I've said this before, but I've read, there have been several studies that have concluded that YouTube is the only, not the most, but the only healthy form of social media. But I wonder how long it's going to be there, because it's changing a lot. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, King of Ruckus. I've made some lifelong friends through Twitter, but you were so right about its soul draining potential. Yeah. See, that's the thing. And I like, there's this guy on Instagram that I followed he sets up action figures. He sets up Ewoks and other action figures with different like Stephen King books and Goosebumps books. And he does like a really cute job setting things up. And I remember like years ago when Instagram was still relatively small, I commented on all his pictures and we developed this like friendship through Instagram, not Twitter, Instagram DMs, because I loved his content and the photos he posted were so cute. And he knew that I was a nerd and I knew that he was a nerd, and it was really sweet. And I still consider him a friend, even though I don't know his name off the top of my head. So I know how that can develop when you find someone that shares those interests or commonalities with you. And on one side, it's really cool to be able to develop a friendship or a camaraderie with someone that you've never met. And I've met some great friends here on YouTube. So I'm sure that that's just as possible through Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I just find that it's now, it just seems so overwhelming to me. And I find it really hard to separate my ego from those things. For some reason, I think that's probably what it is they want you to cultivate, almost like they want you to almost like upload your personality, or at least a strong enough facet of your personality that keeps you engaged and keeps you on and keeps you coming back. It's the algorithm of keeping people signing in and checking up and seeing, what's happening. And you feel, and I feel it. I feel out of the loop if I don't regularly watch YouTube videos now, and I can't imagine exponentially how I would feel if I were on social media right now. Oof. You are still talking about milk and Earl Grey tea. Rosetta, you're still here. Thank you, and you're still amazing too. Rosetta Allen. Alien. Allen. All right, I missed a bunch of comments. Hang on, let me get back to y'all. Let me make sure I didn't miss. I found my window. Make sure I didn't miss any. Nope, I think I got them all. I think I got all my super chats squared up. Oops, okay, going back. Ryan Dyer asked, do all nerds have a favorite number? I wonder if I'm a nerd because I have a favorite number. My favorite number is 3.14 repeating. I'm just kidding. I think my favorite number is 6 or 8, but it used to be 7 or 13. My numbers change as I grow. Gary N is here. Hi, Gary. My first live stream of 2020. I didn't even realize that. Hi. Thank you so much for stopping in, Gary. And thank you for always being so supportive and so amazing. And I truly appreciate you. I really, really do. Thank you for always being awesome. Ryan Dyer's favorite number is 9. Cool. Good movie is District 9. Love that. Love that movie. Oh, Rosetta. You're kind of here. Had your stream booked, but still trying to support you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Well, make sure you put your own oxygen mask on first. Don't feel like you have to be here just to support me. I appreciate you, and it means so much that you want to support me. But when your stream starts, I will tell people, and send them your way. Luffy is God. Your favorite number is 6. Yes, I love the number 6. I used to not like it, but I've grown to really love the number 6. I love hexagons. I feel like 6 got a bad rep by society in general. It was associated with some pretty sinister things. But when you look at nature, so many things occur in 6s, like honeycombs. Who doesn't love honeycombs and bees? And yeah. Sith Bunny, your favorite number is 36, 24 through 36, with a winky face. I might be missing something, I'm not sure. Ah, the DX brother, your favorite numbers in your screen name, 13. That used to be one of my favorite numbers. I went through a pretty goth stage where I was convinced that I was a witch when I was in middle school. The summer between middle school and high school through to, actually no, I think probably from like 7th, 8th to 9th grade, I was in a pretty, not your typical goth stage, but like almost like Victorian, like ghost story goth. Like I was strange. I've always been strange. I still am, but yeah. The call up, you caught me live. Hey, yes, good to see you. Oh, Nova's eating right now. Oh, she's back. Hi, Nova. Hi. Yeah, she says hello. Yes, Ian Giovanni, the Wicca phase, exactly. See, I want to say Wicca, but I'm afraid some people might not understand the complexities of Wicca. Oh, Luffy's God, Winnie the Pooh is your spirit animal. That's adorable. I think if I had a spirit animal, it would be somewhere between a cat and Larry David. Yeah, more cat. Most cat. Phil says you can't see me being gothic, to be honest. Yeah, no, I wasn't your full-fledged goth. I was kind of like a closet goth where like I didn't put it out into the world. I didn't wear like the baggy pants and all black and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted like a pet raven. And I remember I got a spell book. This is so embarrassing. I had this cat named Miko, and she was calico. She was predominantly white. But I remember I was like, I want to have a black cat. So I found a spell book. And somehow I found this spell where I convinced myself that I could turn Miko into a black cat. Oh my God, I've never told anyone this before. Why am I talking? I'm going to stop. Obviously, it didn't work. And I realized then and there, maybe this whole Wicca thing isn't going to work out for me. And I'm not good at it. Thank you, Peter Hahn. I can't believe I just said that to the whole world. Okay. Or to you guys, at least. Hopefully the whole world never sees that. Aw, Tigger, Jay, I could see that. Rosetta, I was a traditional Gothic, but it had nothing to do, where'd you go, with religion and spiritual beliefs for me. That's very cool. That's commendable. Some more Gothic people, especially traditional Gothic people I've met, are awesome, awesome human beings. Ooh, Snobby Acorn, my spirit animal would be a blue mythical griffin mixed with a Cerebus. Whoa, that sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. Phil TMNT, I would laugh if Jedi Bunny spirit animal was a bunny. It would be really convenient. Yeah. Well, I definitely identify with bunnies. I didn't want to make my screen name Jedi Kitten or Cat because I just felt like it didn't roll off. It didn't sound as good phonetically as Jedi Bunny. But I do identify with bunnies, and I've explained this before because they're a prey animal. And as we all know, prey animals, as opposed to predatory animals, are in a constant state of anxiety and fear. And I feel like that's how I am. So it made sense with the balance between a Jedi who is composed and self-aware and present-minded and in control of themselves and the world around them and the Force. They're tapped into the Force. And a bunny's just constantly like, oh my God, I'm going to die. So that's basically me. Velix Aquitas. Yes, I did. I wore a choker with a pentagram on it. I did. And I had dark red hair. I dyed my hair dark red or dark blue, depending on the season. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. It's not that embarrassing. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to say that anymore because that's negative self-talk. I went through that time where that appealed to me, and it was an expression of my inner feelings towards the world and myself, and it made sense. And it's not who I am right now, but I appreciate it. And I still appreciate and understand people that also experience that. Okay, black tie is greater than spellbook. Yeah, I could have dyed my cat, but I think that would have been classified as animal cruelty. Oh crap, I'm missing comments again. Oh, King of Ruckus, thank you. Oh my gosh, enjoy Parasite, you guys. I'm jealous that you're seeing it for the first time. Let me know what you think of it. I'm genuinely curious. I loved Parasite. I did see that recently. Someone, I think Tom King asked me that earlier if I had seen any noteworthy entertainment. Parasite is excellent. It's a beautiful film. I love that director. I love Korean film in general. It's beautiful. Another great Korean film is Burning. If you haven't seen Burning, that's an excellent movie too. There are a few other great ones, obviously. The Host is amazing. There are several other good ones. But yes, King of Ruckus, go see Parasite. Enjoy. Sith Lord, you made it. Hi. Yes, I saw your comment on my my community tab, and I'm glad you were able to make it to the stream. Call up says it's not embarrassing. High school is about figuring yourself out. Ironically, I don't think I figured myself out until college. I think it took me getting to university when I finally was able to kind of get away from my comfort zone. Because I went away to school, and I think being out in the world, fending for myself, everything being up to me, taking responsibility for myself, for my grades, for my work, it made me face myself in a way that I never really felt. I never really enjoyed school growing up, but then when I went to university, I really, I hunkered down. I found things that I was passionate about, that I was fascinated by. I took a course of study that that really resonated with me, figured out what I liked. And that's where I started to really kind of figure out who I was in a manner of speaking. And I definitely did not. I was all over the place. And in high school, I did not know. I was introverted. The biggest thing that resonated with me in high school was Lord of the Rings, because I totally went, I fell head over heels in love with Lord of the Rings in high school. And that was who I was. I would sit in the back of the bus and listen to the Howard Shore score of Lord of the Rings over and over and over again, and close my eyes and pretend I was traveling through the Shire or Rivendell or Lothlorien and going to the Grey Havens. And yeah, so anyway. Ian Giovanni, I don't know the context of this, but he says, I will pistol whip the next person who says shenanigans. I like the name. I like the word shenanigans, and it makes me think of Mary Mayhem, and she's awesome. Yeah, Phil TMNT. Oops, I missed it. I don't know the context of that either, but yes, Phil TMNT says that was my epic Jedi trail. Yeah. Oh, Beats means hi is asking a great question here. Have I any Jay Ballman movie recommendations on your movie watch list? I just watched The Witch because of him. Yeah, that's one of his favorite films. I still have to see The Lighthouse, which he also highly recommends and loves. I think he said that The Lighthouse actually surpassed his love of The Witch. And previous to that, he said that before he saw The Lighthouse, his favorite movie of the year was One Cut of the Dead, which is the Japanese film, and it is extraordinary. Even if you don't like zombie movies, even if you don't like horror films, it is an excellent movie, especially if you really enjoy the technical approach to filmmaking. And don't do yourself a favor. Don't look up anything about it. Just see One Cut of the Dead. Don't understand the content. You don't need to understand anything about it. Just go in. It's not necessarily what it appears to be. Give it at least 40 minutes, because if you're watching it and you're not enjoying it, or you think it's making strange choices cinematically or thematically, just hang in there and keep watching. You will not be disappointed if you have any monicum of love of film. It's awesome. Great. I've seen Super Troopers? Oh, I remember Super Troopers. Okay. I haven't seen it in years, but yes, I remember that. Oh, Peter Hahn, that's amazing. Me too. Oh gosh, I used to hear the sound of the TIE fighters in my head. And like when I was learning to drive, I would pretend my car was an X-Wing and just like obviously would still drive responsibly, but I would just pretend that my car was an X-Wing and that other cars I was just kind of navigating through the trench run. And any time I had the opportunity would play John Williams in my car speakers. My first car actually had relatively good speakers, even though the car itself wasn't that great. The speaker system, the sound system was pretty top notch. So John Williams sounded pretty amazing in there. But yeah, Peter Hahn, that's freaking awesome. I can relate. Sean Sarto says Koreans seem to really relish in the opportunities to make films be important. I think you're right. I think I know what you mean. They have a real knack. There's a good film essayist on YouTube, and I can't remember his name, but he did an excellent film essay, video essay, an interpretation of what makes Korean horror so phenomenal and different, and what sets it apart from other typical Hollywood, and even like sets it apart from Japanese horror, other forms of horror, other cultural interpretations of horror. It's very specific in the way that it addresses things. And a lot of the times, I have chills, but what I love about a lot of Korean horror films that I have seen is they start being very grounded in reality and very grounded in human relationships and dynamics. And you get to really understand the characters and their motivations. And it doesn't just disintegrate into jump scares and snap zooms and all of the cheap, like musical stings that are typical horror from these days resorts to. It takes its time and it develops, and it's very organic in its kind of unraveling. So if any of you are into horror, I highly recommend just look up some good Korean horror films, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Do I sing? I do sing. Whether I'm good or not, I think is very subjective. I love singing, and I love a vast array of different music, but I'm definitely not a professional singer, so I don't think I'd have the confidence to sing on Mary Mayhem's Karaoke, but I've been able to catch a few of those streams and kind of lurked without actually saying anything. And some of the people on there are awesome. Actually, pretty much everyone I've seen on there is awesome. They all have their different ways of singing and personalities, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see. Gary N, yes, the Hoth battle in Empire Strikes Back is amazing. I love the Empire Strikes Back so much. I love the opening of the Empire Strikes Back. It is just so sturdy and riveting. And I remember even as I think I was 6 or 7 when I first saw Empire, and I was just riveted and just so excited. And I still get excited when I watch Empire Strikes Back. I still think it holds up beautifully. Love the practical effects. And yes, the film work and model work is so well done. I agree. I love the way the AT-ATs walk. They're modeled after elephants. The sound design is exquisite. Oh, man, Empire Strikes Back, man, it's so good. Sith Lord says Sinister is a good one to check out. I have not seen Sinister yet. Yes, Peter Hahn. Exactly. The Hoth battle is a masterclass in real special effects art. I could not agree more. Beautiful. I have spoken. No, not exactly. Tony Movies, Chappie, D9, Neil Blomkamp, #1 fan. I have not seen The Fanatic with John Travolta. I watched Red Letter Media's review of it, and I really enjoyed the review. It looks interesting, to say the least. John Travolta's a fascinating human being. Oh, Gen X says Empire is the best film ever made. It certainly has a big place in my heart. Man, I love it so much. I have a lot of favorite films, but that is up there. That's got to be in the top 10. I think I have so many films that I love, and I have different categories for my favorite films. Some I just feel like are just like the pinnacle of art. But then Star Wars has a special place where it's in my heart and it's in my soul. And yeah, Empire is just, I think that's the first film that really ignited the cinephile within me. So very special. Hey, Big E1312. Yes, introverts unite separately in our homes. Hello, everyone. Oh, David Harvey says he misses the horror films of Hitchcock. Classic. Yes, I love Hitchcock. I love Psycho. Psycho's awesome. I used to really love The Birds, but I haven't rewatched that in a long time. Why am I forgetting the name? Vertigo, Rear Window. Oh my gosh, Rear Window. Snobby Acorn 4470. What's a Jedi's favorite snack? My favorite snack? It depends. It depends what kind of mood I'm in, because I feel like I try to eat kind of intuitively where I don't necessarily pick favorites. But if I was on a desert island and I could only have one snack for the rest of time, peanuts. I love peanuts. And I want to make sure phonetically that comes out right. These peanuts. I love them. Ryan Dyer asks if I ever game. Oh, and I saw Darth Barbie actually asked me that earlier, and I totally forgot to go back to her comment and read it. I explain this so much because everybody always asks me this. I did game a lot when I was younger. I think I can safely say that I was very addicted to gaming, and I quit, I want to say, midway through high school, and I have never looked back. I am tempted. I consider myself a recovering gamer. I feel like if I went back, it would be a very slippery slope into the world of addiction to gaming again. So a while ago, I downloaded some games on my phone, and I was addicted again. So I'm not gaming right now. I am a recovering gamer. I hope that answers your question. Peter Han finished Bunny finished Fallen Orders in 2 hours. Yes, Sith Lord, they're supposed to make a remake or sequel to Knights of the Old Republic. That was my game of choice. That was my favorite game. I could just spend hours immersed in the worlds of Knights of the Old Republic. I absolutely loved it. It was, oh, man, good times. Actually, there's a YouTuber that made a phenomenal video essay called, what's it called? I'm going to recommend it to you guys. I just added it. I made a new playlist for it. It's the only video in the playlist. It is an excellent video essay. I'm going to go through. So I think my playlists are public, so you guys can see all the playlists I make. I make different ones for different topics. But there's a new one that I just made called Humanity in Gaming. So the video is called Artificial Loneliness, and it's by Jacob Geller. And he uses the graphics and the context of Red Dead Redemption to basically to unwrap a lot of very existential concepts and some psychological ones. And it isn't just about, I love the title is beautiful, Artificial Loneliness. But anyway, I don't want to give away too much, but it's an excellent video. It is 17 minutes and 6 seconds long, but it is well worth the time investment of watching it. It's beautifully done, beautifully edited. The graphics from Red Dead Redemption are beautiful. And it moved me, moved me to tears. It's beautiful. So it's obviously not just about gaming. It's about philosophy to an extent, existentialism, humanity, loneliness, solitude. It's well worth a watch. If any of you guys identify with gaming or as introverts, watch it. It's really good. Joshua Riddle. Thank you. I agree, Tom King. You're right. Star Wars is self-contained, but Empire's ending requires a sequel. I totally agree. And I know a lot of people don't love Return of the Jedi, and I used to nitpick it a little bit more when I was younger, but ironically, as I get older, I feel like I get less judgmental of it and more appreciative of it because there are just so many scenes in Return of the Jedi that are so deeply moving to me. And the execution is phenomenal in most of it. I mean, some of the editing and it can be a little bit choppy and all over the place. And yeah, the character arcs have kind of fizzled out and all of that, but like the throne room scene, I mean, come on. Darth Vader's redemption, come on. Like, these are beautiful, and they're beautifully done. And John Williams' music is at its best. Like, in my opinion, I think John Williams is a complete and utter genius. But I think his music is at its absolute best in the throne room scene with Luke and Vader's final battle and the Emperor. And I've said this so many times. I'm sure you guys are sick of me here talking about this. But anyway, beautiful. Oh, Chaplin production used to be scared of Star Wars as a kid because of Vader. Okay, I'm sorry if I've missed any. Ewok burgers. That's so, Keg 44. Ewok burgers would have been a nice touch. Giovanni says, poor Mila Kunis. What happened to Mila Kunis? My favorite part is it Blue Harvest, the Family Guy version of Star Wars? I think it's called Blue Harvest because that was obviously like the working title of Star Wars when they were shooting it. And we couldn't figure out who Meg's character was. And then in the trash compactor scene, the Diagona creature popped its eye up, and that was Meg. Oh, so perfect. And that was the only appearance. Oh, so funny. I don't know if that's what you're referring to with Mila Kunis. My mouse. I have two. I have a trackpad and a mouse here, and sometimes one will stop working, and then the other one won't work either. So then I'm like trying to scroll with no Sith Lord. American Psycho 2 was poopy. I didn't even know there was an American Psycho 2. Where Frocker Dawn says he didn't see that gladly. Oh my gosh, I'm missing ones. The call up. Did I ever play the Old Republic, the MMO? No. I don't think so. Only Knights, only KOTR. But thank you so much for your super chat. I'm sorry I don't get to talk to you about the Old Republic. DJ Fox is here. You ate a fancy dinner. That's very exciting. Wow, I wonder what a fancy dinner entails. Let us know because I'm very curious. Peter Colabucci says Ewoks are hysterical. They're pretty funny. I appreciate them more. Yeah, Gen X boomer alert. That's me. I'm an honorary boomer. Thomas, thank you so much, Thomas Woodford, for stopping by. Good night. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you. I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you much in the chat tonight, but I don't think you commented too much, so hopefully I didn't miss anything. Gary N. Oh, Gary, you know I love corny jokes. Okay, what do you call it when two rock guitars accidentally crash into each other? Wait, give me a second. Don't tell me yet. Hang on. A fender bender. A fender bender. Is it a fender bender? Because fenders. Tell me, Gary N. Tell me if I got it right. Fender bender. Oh, a Chaplin production. I never saw Family Guy's Return of the Jedi. I think I just saw the first two. A fender bender. Yeah. I was right. I was right. Okay, good. I'm so proud of myself. Tony Movies, Chappie, D9, District 9, Neil Blomkamp, number one fan. Sorry. I know I said this earlier, but I love your screen name and I love your profile photo. You're awesome. How do I feel about Marvel Studios making Captain Marvel 2 with Brie Larson returning? I don't care. I don't care. You can do whatever you want with Captain Marvel because I have no emotional investment. I'm sorry, that's a great question. I'm not dissing your question by any stretch, but I don't care. And I honestly think they're doing it because so many people did care. And I think that's fueling the fire. It's so funny. But then again, I am the cringiest weirdo that made a rap about it. So I'm not going to talk. I don't have any place to speak on that one. Anyway. Oh, Ryan Dyer, thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so first there was Knights of the Old Republic, then there was Knights of the Old Republic 2, then Star Wars The Old Republic. So by the time Knights of the Old Republic 2 came out, I was off gaming. I was clean. I was sober from gaming. No more gaming for me. Knights of the Old Republic, I think, was one of the last games I ever played. I think that was when I realized how deep the addiction was and I had to stop. But there's so many times I see like gameplay, like once in a while, I'll watch a little gameplay or I'll watch a video around gaming and I'll get that urge to go for it again. It's like, no, I could get a Switch, you know? I could just get a little Nintendo Switch. You know, I'm not gonna hurt anybody. I could just try it. Just, I could always put it down. I don't have to play. But I know how that goes. It's a slippery slope, my friends. Elijah, wait, oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I think you are right. Elijah said, I would tell you jokes, but I'd get banned and you'd be taken down in a second. I am dark like Gervais, but not rich or famous. Let me just say, Ricky Gervais is the hero that we need and we do not deserve. His Golden Globe stuff, and I mean, I've watched all of his Golden Globe speeches, and each one was better than the last. This one was just amazing. Ricky Gervais is amazing. His show Afterlife was very good, by the way. Shout out to that. But yeah, I love Ricky Gervais. He's awesome. Oh, God, he's so funny. He had a few. I think he did a couple episodes of Louis, the Louis C.K. show. I know you can't even talk about Louis C.K. anymore. Oh my gosh, you can't talk about anybody anymore. Man, I miss Carlin. Yes, Ian Giovanni, I miss Carlin too. Carlin was awesome. I wish we could. I mean, I think a lot of us might be able to guess what he would say today, but I would just love to hear his take on things. I really, really would. The call up, yeah. People are very divided on Ricky Gervais in general. He's quite the strong character, but he's right. You can't argue. Elijah Maccabee, Bill Burr, the Gingers. Show the Gingers some love too. I do like Bill Burr. I thought Paper Tiger was really good. That was his last comedy special that he did. He's funny. And I love Conan. There's another Ginger. Conan's great. Oh, David Harvey. A penguin's preferred bank is a snow bank. That's so cute. Oh, that's cute. Exactly, Tom King. Carlin would destroy 2020. You know who I love that nobody ever talks about? Now I'm going to forget his name. He was European. Where was he from? He was not. It was like he played a piano and he would do these like little quippy jokes. He'd be like reading from a book and he'd say a joke. He was so cute and funny, very clean, but like really funny, really cute. Oh, let me know if anybody knows who I'm talking about. I'm kidding. You know who I love? I have no idea. Jedi Bunny. But yeah, I want to know if any of you guys know who I'm talking about, because I know someone must know who that is. And speaking of which, rest in peace to the fallen of oh my gosh, I just had such a brain delay. Wait, where am I? Monty Python. Oh my gosh. We have lost a few very good talents in the last few weeks. Victor Borge. Yes, Victor Borge. Thank you, David Harvey. David Harvey knew Victor Borge. Yes, he's funny. He's really cute. Adorable. Love him. Yes, Victor Borge. Thank you. I can't believe you knew it. Yes. Peter Colabucci, you know I feel you there. I never know what I'm talking about either. KA, are you going to bed? Good night. Live long and prosper, my friend. Thank you again for all of your contributions to the chat tonight. I appreciate you. Elijah. No, not Terry Gilliam. Elijah. Yes, Chris Farley. Awesome. A Chaplin production. I was so lost playing KOTR 2 because you were too young to understand what to do. Your brother was addicted. He will replay the game many times. Yeah. I wish I could go back and play again just for a little while. See my old friends. Ooh, I didn't know about that. Tony Movies, Chappie D9, Neil Blomkamp, #1 fan. I have to read your name in full every time, by the way. Am I excited for Dr. Sleep getting a director cut on the Blu-ray? I am excited. I'm curious to see what Mike Flanagan has in his cut. I don't always love director cuts, but I'm interested. I really like Mike Flanagan as a director, so I'm very interested to see. I think, is it Blade Runner that has a really good director's cut? I think it's better. A lot of people don't like Blade Runner until they see the actual cut that it's meant to be, and that cut is better. I just forget which one it is. Yeah, David Harvey. Yeah, he passed away quite some time ago. Oh my gosh, Sofenders. Mitch Hedberg. Fun fact. I asked Jessie from Mindless Entertainment, I asked her what her favorite comedian was, and her favorite comedian is Mitch Hedberg. And I love that because I love Mitch Hedberg's awesome. And he's a very particular type of humor. I really enjoy Mitch Hedberg. And I thought that was really cool that she said that. Because Mitch Hedberg, it's like you're like in the group if you like Mitch Hedberg. He's really cool. Oh, I miss him. He was great. R.I.P. Mitch. Ryan, I have not seen the content from the channel Royish Good Looks. Royish or Boyish Good Looks? No, I don't think I have. I'm curious. Elijah McAfee. I'm not going to highlight that comment, but very, very funny. The call up, yeah. It definitely wasn't the theatrical cut. That narration was shit. It's the thing, I think. I'm typically not a fan of narration in film. I feel like it's such a shortcut, and it can be so expository that it really undercuts the meaning and like any depth that the film has. It's very rare that there's narration in film where it doesn't feel like it's expository and kind of like explaining things for the audience. And, you know, I don't know. But yeah, definitely wasn't that one. Oh, Christy, you're still here. Thank you, Christy. I've never seen Daredevil before. Oh, someone just said something about, oh, Gary asked if I've seen Altered Carbon. It's set in a dystopian future in the vein of Blade Runner, where a criminal is brought back to life to solve a murder. That sounds fascinating. I've heard of it. I have not seen it. yet, but I will check it out. I have such a list of things to see. Oh, Ryan Dyer. Where'd it go? Royish Good Looks is nothing but parodies of songs all done around Star Wars. I love that. That's really cute. Oh my gosh, one of the best Star Wars parody songs is, you guys know the Gautier song, Somebody I Used to Know? It's that, but what happened to the Star Wars that I used to know? And they literally got a guy that looks like, well, he makes himself look like George Lucas, and I think it's Darth Vader singing to him. It's done in the same aesthetic as the Gautier music video, but it's done with Star Wars. I just went to another planet in my brain. I'm sorry for that. No, I have not seen Daredevil. Is it that good? I never thought Ben Affleck, that was Ben Affleck, right? Are you talking about the one with Ben Affleck? I never heard great things about that. I've never heard anyone be like, Daredevil is my favorite movie. Or is there a new one that I haven't seen? Yes, the call up. Yeah, and I think it's unfortunate. A lot of the times it is the studio's decision, because the writer, the creators, even the writer's room, like, they will have a concept for a film that is oftentimes very intelligent, or it can maybe be a little bit lofty for the general masses. But I think when you're creating a film, especially if you're creating something that isn't for the masses, or a blockbuster, or versus a blockbuster, you want to get that source, the core meaning of it out there. But if you listen to I think a lot of studios have ruined films. They've maybe made them more palatable for the masses, but they've kind of taken away the depth and the meaning to an extent. So anyway, I'm too tired to talk about that topic, clearly. Oh, Sean Stevenson, thank you for your super chat. This donation is to keep you motivated, to keep this wonderful channel going, Jedi Bunny. Hope you are well. Thank you. Sean, that's so sweet. And that does motivate me, because it makes me feel like you guys, like, I've said this before, but I already feel you guys support me so much in so many ways. And like, it's just really special. Like, I know everybody's in different situations, and I don't want anyone to ever feel pressured to send a super chat. But when you guys do, it does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. Please don't ever feel like you have to, but the fact that you said you want me to stay motivated, it really does motivate me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank all of you. And I hope you're doing well too, Sean. Attack pig, all good. My brain is permanently on another planet. Yeah. Yeah, I think my consciousness just comes to visit once in a while, but my brain is MIA. Call up, exactly. You have to trust your audience. Oh, Savenders, I absolutely love you. It's really cute reading that coming from a growling bear. Thank you, Grizzly Bear. Great band, by the way, Grizzly Bear. Great music. Peter Hahn, I want more Kelly streams. Thank you. Well, I'm feeling settled back in at home again. I'm feeling like I have a better grasp. That's an inside joke for people who are with my channel from the beginning. I have a grasp on what I'm feeling and experiencing right now, and hopefully I'll be making more content again more regularly soon, because I'm feeling better, and it has motivated me and inspired me and moved me to connect with you guys again, because I was really nervous about it. I was like sitting in front of my computer for 15 minutes, just like so nervous that I wasn't gonna like know how to be myself with you guys, and I feel like that again tonight, so it's really good. Thank you, Joshua Riddle. David Harvey, I have no days off, only off days. I'm glad you're great, Sean. Well, you guys, I don't know how long I've been doing this. I don't know. Oh, wow, almost 3 hours. So I typically go for about 3 hours, but my stamina isn't up right now. I haven't been used to this. I need to train more for the long live streams. So I'm getting a little tired, and I still need to eat dinner and pee. So I'm gonna slow my roll, and I'm gonna try to make sure I say goodbye to everybody like I always do. Thank you, first of all, thank you all so much for coming here. I was not expecting 58 people to make it to my stream tonight. So thank you guys so much for being here. I know that there were times where there were more and times that there were less. Right now there are 58 of you. I love and appreciate all of you so much for being here for me, for supporting me. I know I've given you some insight into what I've been going through, and I'm not totally comfortable yet getting through all of that stuff verbally. But just know that I'm okay, and I'm working through it, and I'm figuring life out as we all are. And hopefully soon we can reconnect again and have some more awesome conversations. And yeah, I just really appreciate you guys, and it makes so much of a difference in my life to feel like I have you as friends. I know I don't know all of you. I don't necessarily recognize everybody here, but I have a pretty good propensity for remembering names, and especially profile photos. So hopefully a lot of you guys come back next time, and it's great to see all the familiar faces too. And yeah, you guys are awesome. May the force be with all of you. Gary N., thank you so much. Thank you for being here for me always. Elijah Maccabee, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, my fellow Lord of the Rings friend. Diogo, thank you for stopping by. I will do more live streams. I will. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much, Christy. You are amazing. Thank you, Lord Arnold. Thank you, Jay, for modding. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Sith Lord. Soul Assassin, thank you so much. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate you all. Everybody, please give a hand to the mods. Everybody has been awesome tonight. I appreciate you all. Joel, oh, you're still here. Hey, Joel, I haven't seen you in a minute. I didn't know if you left or not. The call up, thank you so much. Thank you, Sean Stevenson, again. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I think I got all of them, but just to double check, because we know I'm awful at keeping up. Oh yes, Joshua Riddle, I will go see Joker. Yes, thank you guys all. I think I got all of them. So thank you guys all so much for everything. Thank you, Mr. Dirapesh. Thank you, Ian Giovanni. Giovanni's waving at Drunk 3PO. Here's a wave from, this is from Ian Giovanni. Soul Assassin, bye. Yes, I know you, Tony Movies, Chappie, D9 Neil Blondcamp, #1 fan. I do know you. Oh, the DX Brother 13, thank you. Thank you so much for streaming tonight, and I hope you have a good night. This has been amazing. I love to see you streaming and being read. Yeah, thanks, man. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Keck 44, mods avoided the wrench again. Keck 44, do you want a wrench? I know you well enough to make you a mod if you want a wrench. Let me see. Let me see. Where are you at, Keck 44? You're a ride or die, my friend. You always send me bunny emojis. If this boomer can figure out how to go onto my actual thing from my phone, let's see. Get into my chat from my phone. Bear with me. Okay, I quieted it. All right, let's see. Keck 44. Add moderator, yes. Keck 44, you are officially knighted as a moderator, good sir. And anyone else that wants to be a mod, as long as I see you a few times in my stream and I know that you're a nice person with good motivations and a caring person, you can be amongst the Knights of Bunny. The Knights of Bunny, yes. Diogo, I just You said I got your name right, and I probably just said it wrong. I'm sorry. Attack Pig. And you shall have a hammer, Sir Attack Pig, one day, if I get to know you and know that you are not going to attack me as a pig. Elijah, oh yes, Elijah, yes, you too. I am open to it if you are. Yes, I am, because I know you and you are my fellow Lord of the Rings fan. Oh, Gary! Oh my gosh, Gary, thank you so much, Gary. And that's so sweet. Have a wonderful evening out with your boyfriend on me. Thank you. That is so sweet, Gary. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, we will. And Nova too. Here, let me take this so you guys can see Nova. She's playing with her toy. Oh. Yeah, she loves that toy. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Attack Pig, you can trust me. ... I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can. Don't worry. Thank you guys so much. Gary, seriously, that was so sweet of you. If you guys don't know, Gary has been with me since I started this channel I think almost like 2 years ago now. It doesn't feel like that long because I took such a long break. I took like a year-long break in between. But Gary, you have been there for me from the beginning. We've gotten to know each other personally, and you've always been there for me. You've always been so kind, and I genuinely I just appreciate you as a friend, as a true friend, and it means so much to me that you think that way. Thank you. Sorry, I'm watching you. Attack Pig. I like your vibes, Attack Pig. I like your vibes a lot. Hashtag Knights of Bunny. Exactly, Chris. Hashtag Knights of Bunny. We got to make that a thing. That's what my moderators are going to be known as. Knights of Bunny. Yes. Knights of Bunny greater than Knights of Ren. Joel Barnes. Yes, of course. And don't worry, Attack Pig. I'm gonna, you seem like a cool dude. I'm just, a lot of these guys, a lot of these knights are being knighted because I've grown to know and love them as friends. Add moderator. Sorry, I cannot multitask for the life of me. Oh, David Harvey. Get him, Nova. Nova, you gonna get the toy? Thank you so much for your super chat, David Harvey. And I've actually been wanting to I've been wanting to get Nova more of those like little ball toys because she is obsessed with that and she plays with it all the time. So maybe with that super chat, I can invest in some more ball toys for Nova and she can have a whole slew of them and just go back and forth between them. That'd be so cute. Gary, are you a moderator? I think you are. Oh no, Gary, I didn't realize you weren't a moderator. Gary, you are now a moderator. Thank you, Peter Colabucci. You know what? I'm just making it rain on moderators tonight. Peter Colabucci, you're a moderator. Moderators, okay. But seriously, I appreciate you guys. I really do. I appreciate all of you so much. A Soul Assassin, a ball pit for Nova. That would be amazing. Oh, Soul Assassin, you got a new profile photo. I love the Mandalorian. That's very cool. Very cool. But yeah, that would be amazing. She would love that. Wait, I forgot. Okay, I was trying to keep up with these comments. Thank you, Phil TMNT. Thankful you came back. YouTube's a better place with you in it. Thank you. And I have 57 of you here now. I want to make a pact with you. If you guys, a lot of you, I know some of you guys are new or you're not here regularly, but those of you who see me regularly and know me, please call me out if I ever am not being myself, because that to me is the most important part of being on YouTube. Like as a creator, I don't feel like a creator. It feels like such a lofty name for what I am. I just feel like I'm a sharer. But if you ever feel like I'm not being genuine or coming from a place of who I really am, and you guys know my personality and you feel like I'm not being myself, call me out. You have full range. See, this is why I need to go, because my brain is stopping working. Attack pig, I know it was a joke, but I like your sense of humor, so I was going with it. Netlux TV, I had forgotten I was subbed to this channel. You should stream more often. Thank you, Netlux TV. I appreciate that. I will, because I do feel like, and if any of you guys have channels, and if any of you guys have ever streamed, it's definitely takes some getting used to, especially if you're more introverted. Because making a video is one thing, because you can kind of make it and then you're done and it's out there. But then live streaming, if you're live streaming with other people on the stream, like if you're doing like a side-by-side screen with someone else, obviously you can interact with that person. But it's different when you have everyone in front of you and it's like, oh, talking to other human beings. Special. Oh my God, Sapphinders, I want to be the Tom Bombadil of this chat. And that's also when my attention span checks out, because everybody's saying such cool things. Okay, I still have to be. Thank you, everyone, so much. Ian Giovanni, Kelly has imposter syndrome. Call Arkham Asylum. Yes, I'm not quite the Joker, but I do have imposter syndrome. Thank you, David Harvey, kind soul. Kelly, get some rest. I will. Thank you, Sean Sarto. Thank you, Ali Chef. Oh, thank you for, that's okay that you didn't talk, but I'm glad to know that you were able to catch some of the stream. It's always nice to see you here. Netlux TV, introverted streamers unite. If you have a Windows computer, you can download Streamlabs OBS and use stuff like Snapchat type masks. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yes, Jay. Okay, are we ending the stream now? Yes, yes. I am wrapping it up. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Peter Colabucci. You are my friend too. Aw. All right, love you guys so much. May the force be with all of you. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Let me make sure I didn't miss any more. I think I got everybody. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I'm so happy I did this. I was really scared, but just knowing that you guys are here for me, it's makes all the difference. So thank all of you so much. Thank you, Jason Ross. Thank you, The Call Up. Thank you, Keck44. Phil TMNT, thank you so much. Yes, guys, you're awesome. Have a great night. May the force be with you. And oh yeah, I forgot how bad I am at ending this. Hang on. Okay. I know. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye guys. May the force be with you. Love you. Darth Nero, it is a golden fox. Thank you for not calling it a cat. Everybody calls it a cat, but it's a golden fox. My cat is there. And the fox is there. It's so hard to point behind you. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna stop the camera first. And then I'm gonna leave the studio and then I'm gonna end the broadcast. I don't know how to do this right. I'm so not a YouTuber, but thank you. I'm glad you like my couch. I love my couch. It's super comfortable. I hate those like small Victorian couches where they're so narrow and you can't even fit on them. I grew up sitting on like really uncomfortable couches. So when we got here, I was like, I want a nice, comfy couch. Okay, anyway. Okay. Sing a song while logging out. Give me a song to sing. What song should I sing? I'm going to sing Boomer Kelly. Exactly, Gary. I am being a boomer. I'll sing a song on the way out, like Ethan Van Sciver, but worse, but really bad because he's really great. Darth Nero. Old MacDonald. Okay. No, I can't sing Old MacDonald. But you like farm animals, eh? Have you read Animal Farm? Good book. Okay, let me think of a good song. I keep thinking of Ray Orbison songs. Stairway to Heaven. Oh my gosh. Wait, oh my gosh. I almost want to. I love Led Zeppelin, but I love Pink Floyd. I almost want to sing like a Pink Floyd song. Pink Floyd. Philip A. Demick. Unfortunately, I don't know the Usagi Yojimbo song. Circle of Life. Oh, that's a good one. Over the Rainbow. Star Wars Seagull song. I don't know of a Star Wars Seagull song. Sith Lord says, I'm too sexy. Keck 44, you're a Jedi from Jakku. Comfortably Numb. Ooh, that's a good one. Kitsune. Yeah. It's a little kitsune. Column says shit is getting Orwellian up in here. Oh my gosh, Phil TMNT. I love you from Barney, but in the Imperial March tune. Wait, that's such a mind bender. Oh my god. I can't. Okay, that's really that's a good challenge though. Shine on You, Crazy Diamond. Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys. Good Vibrations. Oh, that's good. I'm is that a song or are you just saying you're back? Oh, Soul Assassin. I love the bad lip readings on Star Wars. My favorite one is the Seagulls. That's what you were talking about with Yoda singing the Seagulls. I forget that one. What does the fox say? When the levee breaks, straight out of Compton. The Ewok song. Oh, ooh. Wait. Yubnum. No. I don't remember how that goes. Oh my gosh. You know what song I love is by Pink Floyd is Learning to Fly. That's a really good song because at one point he says, tongue-tied and twisted, just an earthbound misfit I. And I really like that because that resonates with me. All right, let's see. What's my favorite from those? All right, I'm going to sing a song while I go off. Country Roads Take Me Home. Bread fan. Yes, Netlux, I agree. I think you're right. Learning to Fly is one of the better ones from the later Pink Floyd catalog. Yeah, catalogs. It's a really, really good one. All right, I'm gonna surprise you guys. All right, hang on. All right, I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna sing a little song on the way out. I'm not gonna start at the beginning. I'm just gonna sing a little bit of it because I always get tripped up when I need to sing on the spot. Bye, everybody. May the force be with you. There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship smoke on the horizon. You're only going through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you say. When I was a child, I had a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it now. The child is gone, the dream is gone, and I have become comfortably numb. That wasn't me, that was Nova singing. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I know I suck and I'm really pitchy, but I love you all. Have a great night, and may the force be with you.